T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good morning, sir.
What's up, bro?
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Man, that came up quick. I was trying to fix something, and the next thing you know, it was on already.
Yep.
I was like, wow, how'd that happen?
All right.
So I'm going to keep trying to fix this while we...
Okay. So who do we have joining us this morning? All right. Bernard Ravenel from Atlanta, Georgia. Sonia and Perez from, she says, hola, like warriors. Grateful Saturday from New York.
All right.
All right. Diana Manning from Ohio. Carolyn Johnson from Arizona. All right. Diane Wilson. So she says she's great morning booming from North Kakalaka.
North Kakalaka in the house.
Yeah.
We like that.
All right. Carlos Mija from Queens, New York.
New York City in the house, the NYC. That's where I'm from.
All right. We got another one from North Kakalaka, Kenneth Nichols.
All right. What's up, Kenneth?
All right. Herbert Grant from Philadelphia, PA. What are you doing? You looking under the hood?
I'm trying to use this other microphone, and you know what? I did the wire organizing thing, so now I can't see which one is not connected. And I'm literally starting to crawl under my desk as I heard the flight school theme. I was like, oh, man. So,
okay. Laura Foster
Right back.
Moden from Boise, Idaho. All right. Keith Ward from Austin, Texas. Tejas. All right. Who do we have over on Zoom? Who do we have on Zoom? All right. Let's see here. We've got Ruby Alo Ruiz from Kailua Kona, Hawaii. All right. Aloha. Ooh, very early over there. All right. So let's see here. Mary from the UK. We've got Dustin, who says, good morning. Who do we have, T. Gray? You know.
from Budapest?
Yes, Monica from Budapest.
Hi.
From under your desk. You're so silly.
I'm across the room getting my
okay. All right.
drink together.
Penny Rocher from Florida. We've got Jules Pruitt from Hawaii. All right. Good stuff. Anisha Bourne from Atlanta. We got Edna Lawrence from Jamaica.
Yo, it's funny in the chat here talking about T. Gray is like the dad that's always fixing something.
Yeah,
Really
he is. He is the dad that's always fixing stuff. He does that at the office too.
Oh my God.
Harry Kanunen from Helsinki, Finland. All right. Elena.
That's first. I can't recall us ever having anybody else on.
Yep.
Helsinki.
For sure. All right. We've got Elena from Sacramento.
Okay.
We've got Leo from Plymouth, UK.
Mm-hmm.
We've got, all right. You want to take some?
Yes. First of all, Silva Gurikova, thank you. She says, I'm using awesome backgrounds. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Courtesy of Ibüümerang's incredible marketing team.
Yeah.
They put great ones together. And I'm going to go right in and welcome Mariana Ramos Cruz from, sir, Puerto Rico. All right, Mariana. Mariela.
Did we get it?
Yep, we got it. Let's see. We were a little bit off. But that's okay, though. Close enough. Danny from Queensland, Australia. I think it went by fast. I was saying hi to somebody. And then Queensland. Okay. Blue Diamond, Jake Barton from the UK. What's up, sir?
What's up, Jake?
Daniela from Cologne, Germany. Dr. Latrice, flight school veteran. Luis from Denmark. Yes, love it. I love it. Yeah, Danny was from Queensland. What's up, Danny Woolbank from Queensland, Australia? The BPM family's in the house. Way to go, sir. Way to go, Blue Diamond, Jake Barton getting the team on.
Nice.
We have, why am I even doing this to myself? Hohatukea Kekuala saying Hatu from Kamawelualani. You did that on purpose. I took the bait. I know I destroyed it because flight school is what? Where international names come to die.
Yes, it is.
All right. You put your name on the altar. You did that.
All right.
From Cleveland.
Hey, Vilma Everett says, awesome t-shirts. Nice. Oh, hey, Danielle the Lovely Harvey says, that IG yesterday was funny but serious.
Funny but serious, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He spanked somebody.
That's right. That's right. That person, I hope they come back on my live every single time. Listen, I told Mark afterwards I didn't know what I was going to talk about, and that person came on and gave me a whole topic.
Oh, geez.
A whole topic. I love it. I love it. Diamond, Denise, what's happening, bro? All the way in Germany. Let's see, who else do we have? Who else do we have? Bonnie Marshall from the UK. What's happening?
Okay. Peter?
Bonnie, you gotta forgive and forget. I mean, we only called you Bonnie Mitchell one time.
Who's calling you out on that?
Bonnie Marshall. She said it's not just international names because of that one time that we called her Bonnie Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Bonnie Marshall.
It was so long ago. I mean, I swear to God, it was 2021 maybe.
Here's a new one. Peter Skov Johansson. Hi there from Denmark. Nice. Hey.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, Diamond Kelly Halupu. What's up, Diamond?
Okay. Tawana Williams. Good morning from Alabama.
Janice Hancock from San Diego. Cynthia Quakes from Antioch, Illinois. Diana Hardy.
Yeah. From Diana Hardy. She says, Mark always asks, did we get it?
Who said that?
Yeah, for the Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah. Did we get it? Did we get it? Did we get it on beat?
Yeah.
Diamond Tierra Edwards is on. Great. Hey, guys, we're showing out on Zoom. We're a little light on Facebook. Get your team. Get your team.
Yep.
Get them. Get them. Slavka from Slovakia.
Doris Lopez says, you have no shame.
I don't.
Yes.
No. Why would I do that?
That guy up.
That's right.
All right.
He you know what? I did him like I used to do my kid.
Oh.
You chose the venue. You chose to cut up in a restaurant. So I'm gonna whoop your ass in a restaurant. You chose the venue. I didn't pick this spot. That person chose to come on our Instagram live and cut up. They could have sent me a DM.
Net Marie says our team Delta Force is on.
I know, right? Mark, they could have sent me a DM and had that conversation in private.
Yep.
They chose a public forum.
Yep.
So all right, that's how it went.
Ready, rock and roll.
Yeah. I'm just. Oh, some people are saying they got to go back and watch it. Leo said, "Yeah, exactly, Leo. They chose violence. They woke up that morning and chose violence." Anisha says, Mark, what does your shirt say? It says pips and pumped up muscles. That's what it says. Black Diamond Desi Lipova says that you and she are matching today. She has on her Pips and Profits shirt today too.
Nice.
Vita Wood.
Just like
Vita Wood. Disclaimer, whoop your ass is a loving action. That's right. For those of you who might work for CPS, but he's 23 now, so it's too late. Statute of limitations on ass whoopings has expired. All right. All right, who else do we have? Pam Quinlan from Turangi, New Zealand. I like it. What's up, Pam?
Okay, so Infinite Cycling says, got my new boom gear.
Love it.
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that, Infinite Cycling?
Please say iboomhub.com. Oh, it's Elliot. Elliot from the CEO Circle.
Ah, right.
What's up, Elliot?
What's up?
Yup. That's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Elliot. Congratulations again. Darcy Jones. Oh my God. So those of you who know Darcy, she is our customer support, customer manager.
What did she say?
One of the funniest people on God's planet.
Yes.
She fails to put something in my to make me laugh.
Yeah.
Today's message is, your head looks so slim. The workouts are working out.
Darcy,
why do you do this to me? Oh my gosh, she is the funniest girl on the planet.
Oh my God.
I tell you, we love our Iboomerang family. I know you guys wish you could work with us because we have so much fun.
Do we ever have fun? Jesus.
Like the other day, when the only person more disruptive than me that I know.
Oh, yeah. HB. Good God. We were off on so many tangents the other day.
Bro, I'm driving home and I'm remembering 3 different topics that we started but didn't finish.
Oh my God.
He didn't finish this sentence. He didn't finish that sentence. So I'm like, I still don't know.
Do not get Tigray and HB together. Just all over the place.
It's like a fruit fly convention.
All over the place. Oh my God.
2 people with the attention span of fruit flies together, it's going to be like, check the dots on the conversations. It was crazy. Doris is like, how do you do it, Mark? How do you do it, Brian?
Yeah. Here's how I do it. I just go with the flow. Yeah.
I thought about that too, driving away. I said, how does Mark put up with us? Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you guys are so much fun to be around.
I appreciate that, bro. You're too kind. You are too kind. All right. Okay, all right. Let's rock and roll. We have a lot to cover. Today's a very, very big flight school. There was a lot of promotion for this. A lot of promotion. I know you saw your diamonds, your sapphires, rubies, emeralds. They were really on their promotion game to get you here to today's training. Congratulations to you for being coachable, teachable.
Doris Lopez says he's the balance. Yes.
You are the balance.
I am the balance.
And so glad that you are here. If you have team members, if there's someone other than you on your team, you need to make sure they're on. So I want to challenge those of you who've been on early and who have team members, put how many team members do you have on flight school today? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. If you have team members, put it in chat. Now, Erica, I see what you're doing on Facebook. That's good. That is good. Now, if you have team members that you have not seen, tag them in your comment in the chat, right? Maybe that'll get their attention. Text them. Carolyn, congratulations. She's got 100% of her team on. All 3 of her team are on today. Way to go. Joe's got 3 on today. Niles has 2 on today. Daryl's got 2 on today. Dustin's got his 1 team member on. Way to go, Dustin. That's how you start it. That's how you create culture. Dustin, good job. Luana, LB, she's got 3 on. Come on, Luana, you can do better. Emerald's got more than 3 people on their teams. You can do better. You can do it, girl. I believe in you. I believe. Flory, Diamond Flory from Canada. Love you. What's happening, girl? Get your team on. Get your team on. Sharper Trade, 7. Beautiful. Dr. Latrice, 100% of her team is on. Way to go. Vita Wood, 8. Finding more. Here's what I want you to do. In your journal where you're taking notes for today, put in the upper corner, in the upper right-hand corner, I want you to put in there the names of all of your team members that you can identify that are here at this training, I'm going to find a page in my journal that I can show you an example. I'm trying to find it. It's so funny. All of these happen. That's crazy. But I'm just going to try to find a neat one that doesn't have like people's phone numbers and stuff, even though it's from 2006, but they might be like me and still have the same phone numbers. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to find that one that I put in the chat the other day, Mark. From you did the training. You know?
Yes.
Oh, it's right here at the beginning. Boom. That's right. Here we go. Okay. So guys, here we go. I'm gonna put this in here so you can see. So the way I set up my journal, my notes there, can you see that? It says Saturday training with Mark Cathcart, and in the upper right-hand corner, I made a box and I wrote down the names of the people that I could identify that were at the training. Now, this was a live in-person training, so it was easy. I could look around the room, right? But for virtual trainings like today, you're going to need to get on early, and you're going to need to look for your folks, and you're going to need to have a chat group and say, hey, who's on, and all that kind of stuff. But here's what happens. When people on your team see that you take it seriously, they'll take it seriously. When they see that you take it seriously, they will take it seriously. Infinite Cycling, is that my personal sponsor? No, those are people in my group. Many of those people, I was their sponsor, but I'm looking for my group. And I'm really looking for my builders. That's how I knew people were serious. You know how else I knew they were serious? When they got offended if I asked them if they were there. Right? Mark and I, we used to get offended because Mark Holton used to try to intentionally offend us. He'd say, you going to the training event? And we'd look at him like, what do you mean, are we going?
I just shake my head.
I'm like, what are you asking me for? What kind of, what does that mean about what you think of me? Right? That's offensive. Like, don't be asking me if I'm gonna be at the training. I'm the first one there. I am the training. What you talking about? Right? Megan, I can't say that on flight school, but yes, you're right. You put in the Zoom chat, does a bear poop in the woods?
Yeah, she used the other word.
Yeah, she used the other word. Yeah. That's right, Rocky Road says we give them the stank face, right? So I know you give your upline the stank face if they ask you if you're going to be on the training. But here's the next level. There's one, Sonia Perez. You don't know me. I love it, Sonia. But here's the next level is your team there. It's one thing for you to be there. But I showed up to Mark training with 48 people. We call that mob deep in the hood. I rolled up mob deep. That's how you need to roll up to the training. Mob deep. Where's your team? Where's your mob? Where's your gang at? Where's your gang?
Where's
your right?
Gang?
All right, you got the slides, bro. So let's do it.
Got it. All right, here we go. Disclaimer time.
Where's Desi when I need her? She did such a great job last week. All right. We are going to, today, we're not going to talk about the money. Today, we're going to show you how to get the money, okay? But the one thing that we cannot do is guarantee how much money you or any particular individual is going to get. And that's simply because we cannot guarantee what you or any particular individual is going to do. Sad to say, as deep and personal and detailed as today's training will be, out of the hundreds of people that are on today, there will literally be, Mark, I'm guessing 5 people, maybe 5.
Yep.
That will take this and that will go for it. And only one of you that's really going to go and do it. The rest of you are here as filler and cheerleaders. Oh, you didn't like that. I know. But here's the thing. Don't get offended, because here's the reality. You get to decide if you're that one person. You get to decide if you're those 5 people. We don't get to pick. You decide through your actions. And that's the same thing about making money here. You decide how much money you're going to make based on what you do. Okay. So some are going to do a little, make a little. Some are going to do a lot and make a lot. Some are going to do nothing and make zippity doo-dah. But the person who can tell you how much you are going to make is that man or woman looking back at you when you brush your teeth in the morning. Love you guys. That's our disclaimer. Make sure you use it. And like Diamond Marianne just said on Facebook, put in the work, get the results like T. Gray puts in the work in the gym and gets the results. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you for noticing that your boy has been putting in the work. All right, let's go.
Good deal. Stay connected with iBoomConnect.com. No. Text join Ibüümerang to 832-406-4705. Join Ibüümerang to 832-406-4705. And then join us on Telegram at Ibüümerang on Telegram. All right. Also, join the WhatsApp community for important company updates and announcements at iBoomNation.com. Type iBoomNation.com into your browser and hit enter, and then you can follow the prompts. Good stuff.
Happy birthday to ya, Gary Cowan. Diamond Gary Cowan, it's his birthday. Happy birthday, bro. We are excited about you. We love you. We appreciate you, and wish you an incredible day.
Awesome. Happy birthday, Gary.
My favorite slide, the 3D slide, me and Vita, we love this one. The March Star Achiever list is now on iBoom Hub, and the March Star Achiever list slide is one of the best ones that our agency's ever produced.
There we go. Excellent. Okay. Jessica Jimenez and Carlos Gutierrez. How did you like that? Achieve Blue Diamond rank at Ibüümerang. Check out the article on iBoomHub.com articles and press and business for home. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. CCC.
CCC.
All right.
CTRTs. So
hold on a second. Hold on a second. What do you always say?
I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I just want to know, first of all, does anybody here know what DTRT actually stands for? Because first of all, that looks like an amoeba to me. And DTRT sounds like a disease, like it itches. I got what you got? I got the DTRT. What's wrong with TV? I got the DTRTs. Right? You know, and it's the way you set this slide up. It looks like it's this year's outbreak of DTRTs. Like we had COVID 2021, and now it's DTRT 2023.
It is DTRT 2023. All right.
But we do need an outbreak of DTRTs.
Yeah, we do.
I see it happening in the chats there. That's right. DTRT stands for doing the right things. Thank you, Cynthia Oxidine. Doing the right things.
Yes. And we caught a bunch of people doing the right things this past week.
Got to catch a case of the DTRTs.
Yeah. All right. So if you want to be featured, are you DTRTing in 2023 under Mr. Holton Bug's new vision? So send your photo and video submissions to marketing@iboomerang.com for your chance to be our next feature. And who do we have? We've got folks from the UK, Sapphire Sone, Ali, Ruby Raidetta, director Sophia Massos, and Vicky Pukas. We have Ben.
I see there. I see Mario. I see Mario right there. He's taking a picture in the front.
Yeah.
Funny.
And we had an event with over 20 guests, and some joined the business after the presentation. London, UK. Excellent.
That is how you do it.
That's how you do it, folks.
That warms my heart.
Yeah, we're going to go over this today. Yeah, face to face, belly to belly.
Yes.
All right.
No, I got a little less belly to belly weight.
For sure.
Still have some left, though. I got to get it down. I got to stop eating candy. All right.
You're not eating it.
Sandy Harris. down in Australia, presenting to guests 5 new ambassadors, 5 new customers. Awesome turnout, and already rebooked for next week's event. And this is in New Zealand, sorry, not Australia. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. That's what Mark is saying, face-to-face, belly-to-belly, get people in the room, because we can do that again. And that's where the magic happens. Yes, we have electronic media, we have Zoom, it all has its place.
Yeah.
But nothing beats face-to-face.
Yep.
If you want to set the pace, you find a space and you get people face-to-face.
And you know what? If you want to do a super spreader for the DTR teams, just have an event. A super spreader. Where you at, T-Gray?
Oh, God, you said super spreader. I love it. You just brought back so many memories. I'm just thinking about a home pool party that a certain company hosted.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Hey, Sapphire, Miss Diva, and Senior Director Donnie Pips. Sold out event, new business partners, and elevate customers. Leadership is on fire. It was a one-day training boot camp in New York and New Jersey.
These guys understand community. Great job. There's so many familiar faces in there. Miss Diva, I'm so proud of you. She's just having personal breakthrough after personal breakthrough. I tell you right now, Miss Diva, when you go diamond, and notice I said when you go diamond, there will not be a dry eye in the house. There will not be, because you had to get on planes, you're afraid of flying, you had to take a long trip. I mean, you went to Dubai. That was major. You've learned to trade, you're doing meetings, you're just doing it all. And, you know, I know where you came from, and I'm just super proud of you. I'm just letting you know, I'm really proud of you. You keep going, girl. Keep going. Yes.
She says, thank you.
Yeah. You got it.
All right. Who's using BÜM TV?
Listen, Linda. BÜM TV is everything. If you're not using BÜM TV, just get off right now. Just disconnect. Close your Facebook, close your Zoom. You don't need to be here if you're not using BÜM TV. Okay. What we're gonna talk about today, BÜM TV is crucial to your success. We've been teaching you over the last few weeks how to use BÜM TV. If you weren't here, go watch one of the recordings or get with your upline, get with your coach. They'll show you what we taught, what we showed them. But I'm telling you guys right now, BÜM TV is your secret weapon. We got the best of the best with recorded presentations on BÜM TV, so you don't have to use it. Like Diamond Tunis in Germany says, BÜM TV is dope. It's dope. It's dope because it's a business. BÜM TV is a business accelerator. Write that in your notes. BÜM TV, you know, BÜM TV is how you could literally give 100 presentations in one day if you put your mind to it without giving any presentations. Some of you are going to get that tomorrow.
All right. Travel and Trade Corner. Jackie Pippins. Her team is traveling while trading. So so I think they went to Memphis. I think this is in Memphis.
Memphis?
Is this in Memphis, Jackie?
JPL.
Yeah.
Is this in Memphis? Yes. Dr. Latrice says, yes, this is Memphis.
Yes, it's in Memphis. Yeah. So that's what they did. They went to Memphis and they knocked it out of the park, folks. And this is doing the right things too. So you can send these in too as well. Yeah. Jackie says it's in Memphis. Nice.
Yeah, but you know what? Some of us have not eaten our breakfast yet, and I'm looking at the waffles and the eggs right now, and I can't even see the phones in the charts. All I see is waffles. We really need to go to the next slide.
All right.
Vita says they went to breakfast and people saw them trading and came over to them.
Yes. Yeah, that's how you do it. You go to a restaurant, you break out your phone, you trade a little bit and eat, and people will come over to your table. All right.
Where's Luana? LB, we were talking about stuff like this yesterday. That's another one. Put that in your repertory.
All right. Teresa Murray, thanks for booking with us. Please find your details below. $396.72. And you got 596 rewards credits. So I think you got a little bit of a discount, right? I think it's probably around $100 because it's dollar per dollar for rewards credits. So 596, 396. So probably save $200 there. All right. Okay. Got these group chats.
These group chats are awesome. And we're raising the value of the group chats. If you are in the CEO circle or CEO corner, and you're in the Telegram, the special chat for the CEO circle and CEO corner groups, you notice this week that we started raising the value. We're going to use that to, we consider you guys leaders. So we're going to use those chats to give you leadership messages. We're going to use those chats to give you a special coaching that, that we may not give to everybody, right? We just might have a moment where we just think of something, we drop a video in there just for you. Okay. So definitely the CEO circle and CEO corner, we're looking at those people as the people who have decided to become one of the basic building blocks in the foundation of Ibüümerang 2025, right? We're looking at you guys as saying, we're going to be part of the foundation of this company for the future. And you'll understand what I mean by basic building block in just a little bit when we get into our training. But CEO circle and CEO corner, you have said, you know what, we're in. We're in. Now, my challenge to you guys is you get in these groups, stay in the groups. Okay, stay in the groups. I want to crush this one and done mentality.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Mark,
what does it take? What does it take to stay in the group?
Stay a CEO circle member. Stay a CEO corner member. Right. We'll give you a 30-day grace. We're checking it every month. We'll give you a 30-day grace because we know sometimes things happen. You have a customer who doesn't renew or whatever, and you need to fix that. But you can't go more than 30 days. If you go more than 30 days, you got to requalify to get back in the group. Okay. So for your own sense of self-pride and self-accomplishment and self-worth and taking value in your accomplishments, maintain, stay on top of it and maintain.
All right.
Okay.
Good deal. All right. So CEO circle, 10 elevate customers. You need 20, 4 major events live for free, accelerate vision and dream weekend. And you have to have 10 paying retail customers each month, 3 months prior to that event. So you guys know this. We go over it every single week. All right. And who is featured on the iboomhub.com blog? Dr. Latrice. She is in CEO circle. Congratulations.
Not only is she CEO circle, Mark, 3 months in a row now, CEO circle.
Good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And Jackie said to go back to, we don't have to go back to the slide, but just to kind of circle back to the travel and trade slide, not only were they traveling and trading, but they had 10 new signups, 10 new enrollments, 10 new team members.
Beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And you know what, folks? That's how you do it. You go to the city where the fire is. You go to the city where the fire is. That's what we used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. And you know what? We may start doing that again. All right. Okay.
Amen.
CEO Corner, 25 Elevate customers, all events for free, virtual and live. And that is 25 paying retail customers each month for 3 months prior to the event. So some of the folks are going to get a free ticket to the Prague event.
That's right. Let's see. So the Prague event is in May.
Yep.
Right. So if you were CEO Corner for April, March, February, March, April,
yep.
You let us know. We'll double check it and you get a ticket.
All right.
You get a ticket. All right.
Good deal. All right. And you know what? I think Fernanda and Luis are going to get a ticket.
They get a ticket. So Fernanda and Luis, they're first, right?
Yeah.
So Fernanda and Luis, claim your ticket. If you're going to Prague, claim your ticket. Let us know, and we'll make sure you guys are on that list.
All right.
VIP.
We've got a new CEO Corner member.
We do.
Emmeline Angakihi.
You go, girl. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, and I pronounced her name right.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, she said it. Emmeline Angakihi.
So where did she give you confirmation that you said it right at?
On Top Gun Spotlight.
Oh, okay. All right.
You weren't on there.
Okay.
You don't watch Top Gun Spotlight.
You know, so, I only watch Top Gun Spotlight when I come to your office. I'm telling you to hurry up.
Yes, absolutely.
So, you want to know what's really funny? Mark is an amazing individual. He, unlike me, he has got incredible focus. So the other day, Holton and I we're in Holton's office. We're meeting, and we've gone through all the topics that we can go through without Mark. So now we need Mark. But Mark's in his office doing Top Gun Spotlight. So Mark's like, Holton's like, go get him. Right. So I go in his office, and I'm on the other side of his monitor, on the other side of his camera. I'm dancing. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, speed it up, bro. Like that, tap, tap. And he's just steady Top Gun Spotlight. Like, can't be broken. I walked out of there. I'm like, he's amazing. He's not a man. He's super cool. Because I would have been all over the place, bro. I would have been like, yo, what's up? Totally disrupted. Not Mark. He's focused. I guess somebody's got to be an adult in that office.
And someone has to be a child.
Hey, I am happy to play the child role.
Okay. Woo. All right.
All right. Next Elevate Kickstart is coming up. Hey, guys, listen. Elevate 5-day Kickstart is a major thing. So here's the deal. Let me show you how to use this. You're out, you're trading, or people are asking you about this. You're posting your results. People are coming to you virtually or physically, right? Maybe they're coming to you in social media. Maybe they're coming to you in person. They want to know what the deal is. You need to be getting them signed up for this, even as customers. Yeah, I said that. Ask Diamond Tommy Johnson. He will tell you. He's the king of getting customers on Kickstart. Why? It includes their first month subscription to Elevate platform. And it's going to give them all the basics in a focused, accelerated fashion, 5 days, 2 hours a day. They get the recordings, they can go back to it. But at the end of that, they'll have their account set up, their demo account set up. They'll be ready to start trading. Because we looked at it and we said, you know what, if people don't get started trading quickly, they kind of fall off. They kind of get caught up in knowledge acquisition and never actually start trading. What we want you to do is get the basics, start trading, maybe trading a demo account and continuing to learn. And so that's what this is about. And so when these, you need to be keeping track of these coming around. May 7th is the next one. May 7th to 11th. How many people are you going to get registered for the 5-day Kickstart? Some of you have team members in Ibüümerang who have not embraced Elevate yet. This is where they need to start. They need to buy the 5-day Kickstart. They need to go in their back office and do it. Okay. If they're first class, it'll be in the shop. If they are standby, coach, or business class, they can use the Kickstart to upgrade. So they need to choose that. All right. So again, let's put some value here. It's not just another slide. It's not just another thing. This is the launching pad for a new person starting to trade. Like, this is the best way they could get started. All righty. Let's rock.
Good deal. All right. Oh, also, did you know if you sign somebody up for Elevate, you can get them on iGo for free. you can have them sign up for iGo for free.
It's blisteringly obvious. It makes so much sense.
It does. So, and then when they travel, you get paid. That's it.
Why not take that opportunity to get them as a customer? So look, guys, look how this is just all coming into frame, right? You present the business, you do lots of presentations. The people who don't sign up, they become customers, right? They become Elevate customers. And now the people who become Elevate customers become iGo customers because it's travel and trade, right? It's travel and trade customer membership. Sign up for Elevate, sign up for iGo, boom, boom, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And you're going to start seeing your entire business grow.
I was sitting there the other day thinking, okay, so everybody's signing up for Elevate.
Right.
They could sign up for iGo too.
Yeah, they could. They're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Good deal. All right. Moving on. Ooh, here we go.
Here we go.
It's going to be a special flight school.
Here we go. It's about that time. We've been talking about it for a long time, folks. It's coming. Elevate 3.0. And it's so funny. I get on the Trey Harris, Jackie Pippins, Jayla Pippins, Donnie Pips trading community call, and they play this song every morning. We ready. 3.0 is ready for y'all. And we are launching Elevate 3.0 next Saturday, right here on Flight School. So we will not have a normal Flight School next week. Next week will be a very special Elevate 3.0 launch event with none other than your CEO, Holton Buggs, your visionary leader, and the Elevate leadership, Paul Trellor, Jason Grigg, Shane Anderson, Shamin Agahi, Gerardo Paez. These guys are going to come on here. They are going to show, we're going to unveil the next level of Elevate. We're going to walk you through it. We're going to show you how incredibly freaking amazing it is. We've been listening to you. It's so funny, Mark, people have been sending in suggestions and this would be better ifs, even as recently as a day ago. And I laugh because Darcy sends them to me and I'm like, yep, we're already on that one. We're already on that one, right? And we gave our diamonds, our top diamonds, elite diamonds, a preview at Accelerate. And we've got their feedback and many of them have been in here playing with this. And it is going to be absolutely phenomenalistic. So yes, next week's flight school needs to be infinitely bigger than this week's flight school. Same Zoom ID. We're not going to change none of it. We're going to make it easy for you. Get your people on here for the new Elevate unveiling. You don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss this.
All right. Vision 23. Early bird tickets available now to $99.99. You can get them at iboomerang.com, and you can get the bundle for $27.99.99. That is a deal. So prices are going to increase soon, and somebody's asking where Vision 23 is going to be, T, right?
On Earth. It's going to be on Earth.
On planet Earth. You heard it, folks.
Not the Daniel Italian sending me a DTRT in my WhatsApp here.
Excellent.
Yeah, so we'll get that on Flight School next week.
Cool.
But yeah, so Vision 2023. Sorry to have a fruit fly moment there, but Vision 2023 is where it's at. Get your tickets now. We've trained this. We're not going to do it today, but this event is taking on more and more and more importance in your business plan. And so all I can tell you is I really sincerely, genuinely hope that you have your ticket already.
Yeah.
And I really sincerely, genuinely hope that you have tickets purchased for your new people. I'm hoping you didn't buy just one. Okay.
Yeah. Tom Pastor says Alaska. No, Tom, it's not Alaska. That was a joke.
Erica Williams says Earth is really good. She's glad that it's on
her. All right. Ooh. Prague Events Agenda is now on iBoom Hub. iBoom Hub. So let's see where that is. I'm not sure where that is. Okay. But it's on there, folks.
It is on there.
It's on there. All right. Here we go.
All right. Leadership Mastermind. This is a leadership training. Leadership training. Okay. This is for sapphires and above. This will take place in Prague, which is on the European continent. If you are a sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond, or above, and you are in Europe, this is a must-attend event for you. You got to be there. All right. Holton Bugs is training the system that has created millionaires, has created a company that the whole industry had to talk about. I mean, it created an environment where there were more people earning six figures a month, and six figures a month is over $100,000 a month. Disclaimer alert. That's the system that he's teaching. That's what we're teeing up. That's why when you hear me say Ibüümerang 2025, that's what I'm talking about. And if you want to be a part of that, and you're not a sapphire today, you need to go sapphire right away so you can get in the door. Okay. But and it's $99, which is ridiculous. You don't get access to Holton Bugs for $99. You don't. The only reason this is $99 is because we are being considerate of the team and the people in Prague who are paying for the Millionaire Mastermind, who are paying $1,250 to go to the Elevate thing. So we are being respectful of the level of expense. And so those of you who are, sapphires and above in Europe, you get to take advantage of this. Get on a plane, a train, or an automobile, and get yourself to Prague for this event. I'm going to tell you, we got Black Diamond, Andre Schmeikal in the group right here, right? And he's like, this is an incredible opportunity for people. And I got to tell you right now, if you were in my group and you were a sapphire, ruby, or an emerald or diamond in Europe, and you did not attend this event, the leadership training with Holton, you frankly could never speak to me again. I mean, unless you were dead, which you would never be speaking to me again anyway, because I'm like, it's there. Like Diamond Christopher Perez, he put in your group. He lives in Spain, right? Christopher, is that where you live? I think you live in Spain. He says he sees it. He said he lives in Mexico. He lives in Mexico. He doesn't even live in Europe. But he's got a group in Spain. So he said he's got his tickets. He's promoting it. He's going.
Yeah.
Megan, I'm not a sapphire above yet, but I got my ticket. I'm all booked for Prague.
Yeah. Yeah. Christopher lives in San Diego.
He lives in San Diego.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not twisting the arms of the folks who don't live in Europe to get there, because I know we have an event coming up that's going to be in North America. But if you are in Europe and you don't go to this, I truly question your commitment. Now, I mean, there are always going to be truly sincere, extenuating circumstances. That aside, you got to get your ass there.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. So Kelly Haupu was upset with me. And she said, any event I qualify for, I'm going.
Mhm.
Because I asked her.
So,
I was
no,
like, are you
I'm
going to
not
Prague?
stopping anybody from going, right? I'm not stopping anybody from going. I just know what I know. But you've got to be there. Sabi, Diamond Sabi, Ludvikova, she said, I don't care where I have to go. Where HB is, I'm there with our people.
Yes. Yeah.
Black Andre Schmekow. Honestly, he says, guys, honestly, this must be super priority number one for everybody who's serious about their business. Thank you, Andre.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Christopher Perez, he says he will never, all caps, never miss an event where Mr. Holton Bugs will be. This is a big part of why he even went diamond, because he wanted to make sure that if Holton was going to be someplace, that he could be there.
Yeah. And I've got to give a big hats off to the Czech team. They come to every event.
Yes.
Whether it's no matter where it is in the world. If it's in Houston, they come. If it's in Mexico, they come. And I know how long those flights are.
Right.
Dude.
Black Diamond, Mikau Schmekow says leadership training with Mr. Bugs is a must-attend event. So listen, if you are in Europe, and I know how many sapphires and above we have in Europe, it's a ton. And I edited that. Y'all need to be there. Period. Full stop. End of story. Don't just, this is not just for the Czech team. Last time I checked, Holton Bugs speaks English. So you need to be there. Period. Full stop.
Where do they get their tickets?
Back office. Ooh, man, I almost said, I almost get it wrong. Yes. You almost got it.
All right. Also, we've got the Millionaire Mastermind. That is on May 20th. You can get your tickets at millionairemastermindprague.com. Millionairemastermindprague.com.
Yes. You know, I got to say this, right? Hats off to Black Diamonds, Mikau and Andre Schmekow. At the Diamond Leadership Training and Accelerate, Holton did the first system leadership training, right? And it was for the Diamonds. And he wasn't necessarily promoting this, but he was talking about all sorts of different things. And he mentioned the Millionaire Mastermind, which is truly our most special opportunity meeting format, right? Because this isn't a Millionaire Mastermind is an opportunity meeting. This is for guests. You bring guests, they're going to hear a wealth concepts talk that flows into an Ibüümerang presentation as a way to achieve and create wealth. And we used to do these all the time. They were spectacular. It's special, so you don't overdo it. Like in each market, you might do it once or twice a year. It's a ticketed event. But Mikau and Andre decided they were going to be the first ones in Ibüümerang history to host a Millionaire Mastermind. And so the first one, we will always remember this, the first Millionaire Mastermind in Ibüümerang history will be in Prague, Czech Republic. And they've got the GOAT himself, Holton Bugs, coming. And that's why we built this whole weekend of activity around it, because if Holton's going to go all the way to Prague, we might as well make it special, right? So again, let's just give a big virtual round of applause to our Black Diamonds, Mikau and Andre Schmekow. We appreciate you guys. And again, like Andre just said in the chat, this is no rank needed to attend this event. This is Saturday, May 20. This is for everybody, right? And it's for guests. And I can tell you right now, Czech team, I want to speak to the Czech team. I know, just don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure out that the majority of the guests, the majority of the prospects are going to be people from the Czech Republic, right? Because easiest for guests to get there, right? I want to challenge you guys, load up the guests, buy more tickets so you have more guests, okay?
Yeah, and when Mr. Bugs speaks and he does these Millionaire Masterminds, 60 to 70% get started on the spot.
You know, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah.
Took the words out of my mouth. Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. And then the rest close after.
Yeah.
Or open.
So this is going to be, it's like, if you're in the Czech Republic and you want to launch your business, right? So I want to talk to the person who just joined last week. Okay. All right. I want to talk to the person who just joined last week in the Czech Republic, whoever you are. You personally need to have 10 to 20 guests on Saturday the 20th in the Millionaire Mastermind. Okay. Now, don't save people for the Millionaire Mastermind because you're thinking, okay, well, I joined last week and that event is almost 20 days away. I'll just wait. No, don't wait. Get those people in now, right? Because Mark, right? There's always people who I want to wait. I want to stand back. No, let's get them in now.
Yeah.
Because
and that way
they will have 10 to 20 guests.
That's it.
Mastermind. And now instead of you having the 10 of them will have potentially 100 guests in the room. And that weekend will launch your business.
Awesome. Good deal. All right. And then we've got the Elevate Boot Camp in Prague on May 21st and 22nd, $1249.99 for ambassadors and customers, $1349.99. And it's going to be translated into Czech and French.
Yep.
All
right. Let's do this.
All
right. We're going to school, folks. You guys ready? Fresh page in your journal. Time to start. It's time to get down to business. We want to talk about this concept of 90-day blitz. If we can go to the title slide. What we're going to show you today is how to launch your business. What I want to see everybody do is put the word launch in the chat. Launch, not lunch. Those of you who might be hungry, launch. Put launch in the chat. Launch. I want to see it. It's happening on Zoom. Here we go. Facebook. There we go. Thank you, Eliza. Lanzar. Right? I'm assuming that launch is lanzar in Spanish. Put it in your language. If you're from the Czech Republic, I want to see you put launch in Czech in the chat. Okay? If you're Spanish, I want you to put it in Spanish. If you're French, I want you to put the word launch in French. Right? Lanzamiento. Lancer. Right? That's what I want to see. Very good. I want to see launch in the chat. Launch. Lancering. Kirsten Sorensen has put that in there. What language is that, Kirsten? Lancer. Jeffrey, that is not Jamaican. Jeffrey Malcolm put Lanzar on there, right? I love it. I love seeing it in here. Okay, Andre said, stratagem, right? There we go. Very good. Awesome. I like seeing it this way. Okay, good. That was from Denmark. Okay, awesome. Great. Andre Lidmila says Rosbenat. I think I said it right. It sounded good to me. All right. Silva Gordikova says Adstartovat. Okay, good. I like it. It's all over the place. Natalie Dahl says Kuminsa. Right? Now, what does Steven Schwartz put it in Hebrew? I can't even begin to pronounce that. All right. Lanciar is Italian, Christopher Perez says. Lacey says Huolapa. That's in Hawaii.
Olapa. Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's do this, Mark. Let's redesign this slide so that in the background, we have the word launch all over the place in different languages.
Cool.
Let's do that. That's what I want. I want to see that. Okay. All right. Now, here's the question I have for you. What comes to mind when you hear the word launch. What comes to mind? Thank you, Diamond Sarka. She said that was a good idea. What comes to mind when you hear the word launch? All right. I'm seeing explode, power, speed, rockets, blast off, take off, a form of starting big, power boost, power, rocket, take off, spaceship.
Mick says Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. That's a good, hey, that's a good. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, how many of you like to go to Elon Musk's bank account and make a withdrawal? Take off like a rocket, new beginning, blow your mind, love it, right? Okay, so that's what we're talking about here. We're talking about how to launch. Anybody who does not want explosive growth in your business, you are free to go. The only people who should stay, or if you're watching this as a recording, the only people who should continue to watch are the people who are ready to create explosive growth. And if you are ready to create explosive growth, let's write that as an affirmation in our journals right now. I am ready to create explosive growth in my business right now. Write that in your journal. I am ready to create explosive growth in my business right now. Kermisha says explosive growth is mine. Yes. Xander, you forgot the last two words. Monica, you got it. Xander, repost that with the last two. There you go. There you go. Right now. Right now. I am ready to create explosive. What happened, Facebook? What happened? Or did my Facebook just freeze? My Facebook froze. I think that's what happened. Let me just redo this. I know you guys are putting it in there. I know you guys are.
They are.
Okay, cool. Ready to create. All right, there we go. I'm ready to create explosive growth in my business. Janice, repost that. You forgot the last two words. Words are important. Ingrid, repost it. Okay, right now, right now. Mandy, repost that. Repost that. You got it. Okay, cool. All right. And yeah, Danielle, you're right. Post it in your actual journal. Write it on Facebook. Okay, good. I'm ready to create explosive growth in my business right now. Mark and I are going to show you how we created explosive growth. Mark, if you could take a slide down for a second, I'm going to tell a story. So check this out, guys. We learned from Holton how to launch our business. He would ask us the question, how do you want to grow? Slow or fast? And we would say, fast. And believe it or not, there are some people who would say slow because they were at a place in their life where they knew they couldn't do what it took to go fast, right? So we would say fast, right? Because we were ready. And I've actually now done this where I've launched my business from zero 3 times in my network marketing career, 3 different times, right? The first 2 times resulted in diamond. The third time resulted in $250,000 in 90 days, personal earnings to me, okay? So what we're going to teach you actually works, okay? It requires that you take a 90-day period of time where you say, I am going to go all out. In each of those times that I did that, I personally sponsored in the first 30 days, no fewer than 30 people, but an average of 50 personal enrollments at the highest pack level that the company offered, which is always over $1,000. 100% signups at the highest pack. Okay. I totally disrupted my life. I've told this story to a few people. Desi and I had a great conversation about this, Black Diamond, Desi Lipova, where I literally would lock myself in my office for 30 days. I talked to my wife and said, I'm going to be in the office for 30 days. I made my list as big as I could, 500 to 1,000 people. I went and found business cards. I didn't even know these people anymore. I don't know where I got the business card from. I'm calling them anyway, right? And I would power through that list. And how many people can I call? How many people can I call? I'm trying to call 100, 200 people a day. How many times can I dial the phone? When people would answer the phone, it was an urgent conversation. Hey, listen, I've teamed up with some people who are very, very successful. Some of them multimillionaires. They've created, and if I were doing Ibüümerang, they've created a platform where people can literally learn to create income at will from anywhere they happen to be in the world. And so there's two opportunities. Number one is to be one of the people who learns how to do that. Number two is to be one of the people who not only learns how to do that, but also who helps get more people to subscribe to the platform, which is the bigger opportunity. If I could make the information about this available to you, would you make it a priority to give it a professional look, right? That's what I'm saying to everybody. Dialing. If you answer the phone, that's the conversation. Hey, how you doing? How the kids? How's work? Great. Here's why I'm calling. I got to make it quick. I've teamed up with some incredibly professional people, very, very successful, some of them millionaires. They've built a platform that's literally teaching people to create income at will from anywhere they happen to be around the world. There's two opportunities. Number one, to be one of the people who learns how to do that. Number two, to be one of the people who helps populate the platform, spread the word about this. That's the bigger opportunity, by the way. If I could make the opportunity, if I could make the information available to you, would you make it a priority to take a professional look at the information to see if it makes sense for you? That's what I'm saying to the people who pick up. What am I saying to the people who don't pick up? Hey, this is T. Gray giving you a call. My number is 347, blah, 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 blah. I almost gave my number out again. It's urgent that you call me back as soon as you get this message. It's critical. I can't even tell you how important it is that you call me. Call me when you get this message. Here's my number again. Call me. Boom. That's it. All right. Mind you guys, in either conversation, I'm not saying anything about Ibüümerang, Elevate, nothing. I'm selling, take a look. If I'm leaving a message, I'm selling, call me back. Okay. So my first day, I'm pounding the phones. I'm getting people to call me. I'm having that conversation with people. I'm getting them to say yes 4 to 6 times. I'm sending them the link. I'm making an appointment to when we can talk again after they've had a chance to look at the information to find out if it makes sense to them. So my first day, the work is calling. And now as a result of that work, I've got people watching the presentation. So now I've got a new work, which is follow-up conversations. Once that happens, I'm going to have another new work because some of those people are going to become business partners. Some of those people are going to become customers. So the next day I have to help them get their stuff going. Plus I still have all the people that I didn't get to dial their number from the first day. Plus I have the people who are calling me back. I'm busy because I kicked up a lot of dust on the first day. I created my own work. And by the end of 30 days, now I have a team. Remember, I told you the minimum amount of people I sponsor would be 30. There would be people that I prospected who I would see them down the road at a company event in somebody else's group because I was so busy, I never got back to them, but they liked what they saw. So they just found somebody else and joined with them. Good for them, right? But now I have a team and now I have an explosion. And that's why in that last one, even though I didn't stay in that company long enough to go diamond, after 90 days, my organization was over 3,000 people. That was my 90-day run. It produced 3,000 people. But here's what happened. In the next 90 days, when I wasn't running, it produced another 3,000 people, got up to 6,000 people in 6 months. How many of you want those type of results? In my first 90-day blitz, the one that I did under direct supervision from Holton Bugs himself, I not only became a diamond in that company, but I became the #7 money earner in that company. In my second time doing this, where I was not under direct supervision from Holton Buggs, but I had my journals and I was following his playbooks to the letter, I became one of that company's top diamonds worldwide. How many of you want to learn how to do this, right? And my question to you is, do you really want to learn how to do it, or are you raising your hand and saying yes because you think it sounds good, you feel it sounds like something you need to say, right? Also, the first time I did it, I had no network marketing experience except for 3 network marketing failures in a 9-month period of time, to where my wife wanted me to go ahead and get a job. I was failing. I was not good at it until I met Holton Buggs. Okay. I also had just moved to a city where I didn't know anybody. Luana and I talked about this yesterday. I had just moved to Houston in April of 2004. I met Holton in May of 2004. I didn't know anybody. All my friends were my wife's friends. So I had to learn how to build a contact base in addition to calling people I knew from other places in the world. Okay. So this can be done by absolutely anybody who wants to do it. For me, sorry, I'm replying to Stacy Hughes. She's like, 3,000 people and not diamond. What did it take to become diamond there? Stacy, I was going to type this back to you, but it turns out my mentor later told me that was one of the most difficult plans in the universe. Yeah, I discovered that myself, right? But hey, who am I to back down from a challenge? All right, so Holton, Mark. I was calling you Holton. But you know what? You are Holton. You are Holton. You are a replica, right? I'm Holton. I'm a replica. Mark and I, we got no original material, man. So everything you hear today is going to be from Holton. Okay. We literally, Mark and I had our journals in the office. Some of Mark's journals look like Bibles. And that's really appropriate, right? It's a builder Bible, right? I was admiring his journals while we were in his office talking. And we literally went back to the books for you guys to make sure that we teach you the right stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get in.
All right, let's do it.
So what we're going to talk about today is exactly how we would approach this business, right? And we went over this with Holton, and it became the training for December 17th, because it's exactly what he taught us. So it's exactly what he would do, right? One of the first things Holton taught us is a principle to live by. Success is never by accident. It is always by design. Success is never by accident. It's always by design. What happens in your business is what you intended to happen. What happens in your business is what you intend to happen. So some of you are saying, well, I didn't intend for my business to be small. I didn't intend for my business to be non-profitable. Well, if you didn't intend for it to be profitable and work in harmony with that intention, then you intended to have a non-profitable business, right? That's one of the things we talked about on IG Live yesterday, right? Which is to learn to take responsibility for your success and your failure. It's got to be your fault, because if it's your fault, you can fix it, right? So success is never by accident. It's always by design. And in order for your business to be explosive, you absolutely have to intend for it to be an explosive business. So today we're going to give you what that looks like. Because sometimes what happens, one of the mistakes that leaders will often make is we'll tell you what to do in terms of an end result, but we won't show you exactly how to get there or why. And Holton is the master teacher. He was the first person ever in my networking career, Mark, I don't know about yours. Well, actually, I do know about yours because your networking career started with Holton. He's the first person in my networking career and the only person in my networking career, because I've been in companies outside of Holton. He's the only one to ever be able to explain not just what you should do in terms of an end result, but to literally break down and show you how to go there and why the different activities are relevant and make sense and why they're important. That's why he's the GOAT. That's why everybody in the industry wants to learn from him. If you got nothing to add, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
All right, so let's get down and talk about the plan. Got to have a plan. You fail to plan, you're planning to fail. You fail to plan, you plan to fail. So let's talk about the plan.
You want me to talk about the plan?
Oh, we got to go to the plan starts on the next slide.
Oh.
So, Mark, this is a place where people glitch, right? And it's a fundamental place because if you don't know what you're building, you can't build it, right? I mean, you've got an engineering background.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you're trained in this, right? I mean, if you don't know what you're building, you can't build it.
Right. Yeah. And then so what we used to do is we would do blueprints, and we knew what we were building and we would blueprint it out. And then we would get the team together, talk about what it is that we're building. And then the construction crew would come in and build according to the blueprint.
That's good. So I actually wrote in my notes, I wrote the word blueprint, right? Because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to give you guys the blueprint, right? So, Mark, what were some of the things that when you were an engineer that you guys would build?
So we would build storage tanks, canopies, gas stations. Let's see here. Yeah, conveying systems. Yeah.
You're going out the big words, conveyance systems.
Yep.
Right. So if you're going to build any one of those things, you need a blueprint, right? In order to know how to do it. And so you can't, the builders, the construction crew and all that stuff, they can't be successful if they don't know exactly what they are building. You can't build a gas station if you don't know up front that you're building a gas station, right? So when it comes to Ibüümerang, folks, what are you building? What are you building? Most people don't know what they're building, right? They can't articulate it. So what I'm sharing with you guys is that you are building a virtual sales team. That is what you are building, a virtual sales team, okay? Sometimes when we're talking, we use the example of a pharmaceutical company that's got a new drug approved. And now they want people to use their drug. In America, you got to have a doctor write a prescription. So they need to get the doctors to write a prescription for their drug for people who have that condition. And they want them to use their drug instead of a competitor's drug. So what do now that their drug is approved? They hire pharmaceutical sales reps to go and talk to all the doctors to create the sales, right? Well, you've got Elevate, you've got iGo, you've got Ibüümerang, and you need your team to get big. You want lots of sales, because when you have lots of sales, you make lots of money, but you can't do all the sales yourself. So what do you need? You need to build a sales team. But I call it a virtual sales team because unlike the pharmaceutical company, you don't have to pay everybody. You don't have to pay these folks and give them their paycheck every 2 weeks and provide health insurance and all that kind of stuff. No, Ibüümerang takes care of the business end of it, right? And people are independent contractors, so there's no health insurance or anything like that that's applicable here. But you go and now you start to build and gather your sales team. Now your sales team does 2 things. Well, does more than 2 things, because I see 3 things. Mark, why do you let me do stuff like this? All right. So your sales team, they sell subscriptions to Elevate. They get iGo customers and they get more sales team members. It's really this simple. This is what you are building. You're not just getting customers for getting customers' sake. You're not just recruiting people for recruiting customers' sake, recruiting people's sake. Okay? You are bringing people on for a specific purpose. You're looking for these people to get you some Elevate subscriptions, to get iGo customers, and to get more sales team members to reproduce themselves. That is what you are building. Who just had a moment of clarity that they did not have before? Who just had a moment of clarity that they did not have before? Put it in the chat. Way to go, Dan. This is going to change your life right now. Now that you know what you're doing, right? Somebody said they had a light bulb moment. It went by too fast. Edwina, you understand it better now. Good. Lenny, light bulb moment. Teresa, Shannon, Herbert, Leona, Cynthia, great. Making sure that everybody knows. So this is fundamental. If we don't start here, everything else is just going to go over your head. So we got to start here and make sure everybody knows this is what you're building. You're building your sales team. All right. Let me ask you guys a question. It's going to seem obvious, but humor me. How big of a sales team do you want to build? How big of a sales team do you want to build? How big of a sales team do you want to build? Now this is big. I got some huges, right? Dr. Latrice says Project 1000, as big as it can be, massive, turn 20 into 50. Yes, exactly. I love it. I love it. All right. What else?
Yeah, the more specific you can be, the better.
There you go. Diamonds, Clark, and Knees. Massive. Right? 2000. Sonia said 3 huge crowns. You know what, Sonia? If you had 3 crown diamonds in your business underneath you, you'd be done. Reigning Throne, probably the best answer ever. Holton Bug Size. Okay. All right. So let's get down to business. We're going to talk about how to build this big team, how to build this big sales team. You ready? Let's go to the next slide. So remember I said Mark and I were going through our journals? I found this, just flipping pages, right? You know who said this? Hold the bugs. And you know where he said it at? He said it at an executive luncheon. Just put that off to the side in your notes and put a square around it. Executive luncheon. Because you guys are going to learn how to do an executive luncheon one of these days too. All right. That's another great format for building your sales team. Okay. But one of the things that he said, addressing the people at the executive luncheon, is he said, right now, somewhere in the world, someone on my team is selling something. How many of you would love to be able to say that? Diamond Trey Harris, would you love to be able to say that? Right now, somewhere in the world, someone on my team is selling something. Diamond Chris, would you love to say that? Diamond Denise said he would love to be able to say that. Diamond Mikal, Diamond Andre, Black Diamond, Mikal and Andre, would you love to be able to say that? So right now, somewhere in the world, someone on my team is selling something. How many of you would love to be sitting on the beach on vacation? You meet somebody who says, hey, what do you do? And you kind of give them an overview and you're saying, you know what? as I sit here drinking this margarita on the beach, somewhere in the world, someone on my team is selling something right now. How many of you would love that? That is what you are building. That's what you're building toward. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Really cool to say, right? How would you like to increase your income while your workload stays the same or even decreases? Because in the traditional paradigm, in order for you to make more money, you got to work more. In order for you to make more money, you got to work harder. You got to work more. Here in this deal, in Ibüümerang, you can actually increase your money and decrease your workload. But if that's going to happen, you've got to build it the way Holton Buggs is teaching you to build it. Would you believe this? You ready for this? His last company, where he built his own personal income up to over $1 million a month. Now, obviously, he's not in that company anymore. He hasn't been in that company actively building since 2018. He actually stopped actively building prior to that, but he actually let them know, I'm not going to be visible. I'm not going to be showing up anymore, blah, 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 2018. But he didn't do anything to stop his check, right? He didn't violate them. He dealt with them with extreme honor and integrity. And so here we are 4 years later. And every month, his check in that company is enough to put people in the top 1% of earners in the world. His workload in that company is zero. And he still makes more in a month in that company than many people make in 2 or 3 years at their job. Why? Because what we're going to teach you, it works. I'm a sci-fi geek. One of the shows I like to watch is The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. And the Mandalorians, they have a saying. They say, this is the way. What we're going to teach you is the way. Anything, Mark?
Oh, yeah. No. Yep. You got it. Yeah. And Mr. Buggs, he's just extraordinary. And I just love to tell people about him. So yeah, he's absolutely the GOAT in the industry, and nothing has changed. Everything that is in our journal. So in our journals, I have notes that were taken 2 and 3 times over, right? It's the same training. And then I pick up my next journal and it's in there 2 and 3 and 4 times. So it doesn't change, folks. The system is here. Mr. Buggs is it. And we just need to follow the system. You guys need to follow the system. Yeah.
Amen. So I got a question before we go to the next slide. But you can put it up there. That's fine. But before we start talking about it, here's the question. Because we got, in order for us to proceed, we got to build on this. Are you clear on what you're building? And are you clear on what you want? Because then the next part of this training, the rest of this training is going to show you how to get it. But are you clear on what we're building? And are you clear on what you want? Put it in the chat. Are you clear on what you're building? And are you clear on what you want? And if you're not clear, put that in the chat so we can make sure that you're clear. Okay? Are you clear? Facebook, are you clear? Facebook is clear. All right. Lady C, you're not yet clear? Lady C, I'm gonna break it down to you. You join this business to make money. What makes money? Subscriptions. What makes a lot of money? A lot of subscriptions. You can't get all the subscriptions yourself. So you need to build a team of people to help you get a lot of subscriptions. We're going to show you how to build that team. Now, if you want big money, you need a big team, because big team equals big subscriptions. If you want to make a little money, you need a little team, because little team equals little subscriptions. Okay. Hopefully that's even clearer. Jason. Okay. Jason said, I got it. I broke it down for him. Good. You got it. Lady C, she's got it. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. So everybody's clear on what we're building, and you're clear on what you want. Joyce, what to say to people? That's another training. I did give you a little bit of that when I told my story. So when you guys get access to this recording, go back, rewind, pause, write it down. Okay. And it's not so much about the words, it's more so about the energy, the attitude, you know. And here's the key thing. You guys will notice that I'm super clear on what I'm selling. I never talk about the name of the company. I never give them anything to Google when I'm trying to get them to watch the information, because I want them to get the information a certain way. And if they go to Google, they're going to get it in a way that I cannot control. Okay. All right. So now, Mark, we have a rank system, right? Every company in our industry has a rank system. Like, what is just explain to the people, like, what is the purpose of ranks? Most people have no idea why companies have ranks, but we can't classify people by money. We can't say, okay, now let's welcome to the stage, $10,000 a month earner, so-and-so. You know, because then we'd all have to get in trouble with the SEC. So the purpose of ranks is really just to give people an idea and to keep score on how big of a sales team a person has built. So who are the two people who've built the biggest sales teams in Ibüümerang? Who are the two people who built the biggest sales teams in Ibüümerang? Umaima, you got it. Maria, you got it. No, you don't got it. Sorry, you don't got it. Bernard, you've got it. Diamond Christopher, you've got it. Correct. Anybody who said Darren Gibson and Cesar Munoz, you got it. How do you know that they've built the biggest sales teams? How do you know that they've built the biggest sales teams? Viola, you got it. They're presidential diamonds. Their rank tells you, because they're at the highest achieved rank so far in the company. And so presidential diamond means they have built the biggest sales teams. And of course, have made the most money in the process, right? So that's what the ranks are for. That's what the ranks are about. Sapphire means that you've built a bigger team and made more money than the directors and the senior directors and the executive directors. And Ruby means you've built a bigger team and made more money than the Sapphires. And Emerald means that you've built a bigger team and made more money than the Rubies. And Diamond means that you've built a bigger team and made more money than the Emeralds. Okay, so that's why you plot your course with ranks, because the ranks will give you mile markers, milestones toward your success, not status, but milestones. Okay, all right. So let's go to the next one, MK. All right, and show these guys how to plot the course. Right. So here's what's happening here. What you guys are doing with this is you are plotting your course, right? And it's being quantified or qualified by a rank, right? So if you're not a Sapphire yet, here's a good target for you, Sapphire. Okay. Sapphire requires $15,000 of sales volume a month. right? To maintain your sapphire qualification. So if you are a sapphire and you're requalifying sapphire every month, that means that you've got an organization that's producing $15,000 a month of sales. Okay. At the opposite end of the spectrum on this slide here, you've got diamond, which means you have an organization that's producing $200,000 of sales each month if you're qualifying diamond every single month. Okay. Obviously, diamonds are going to make more than sapphires. Rubies are going to make more than sapphires. Emeralds are going to make more than rubies. Diamonds are going to make more than emeralds. Okay. But you plot your course, you move from rank to rank. And that means that you're moving from sales organization size to sales organization size to a bigger sales organization, to a bigger sales organization, to a bigger sales organization. Now, to be a sapphire, you need 15,000 points, right? And we just want to show you a little bit about the qualification rules. What we want to make sure is that a person does not ride the success of another person. Can I give you an example of what I mean? How many of you would love to sponsor Presidential Diamond, Darren Gibson? Ooh, you'd love it, right? You already know you just brought in a beast. He's going to explode. You're going to get a whole lot of volume, right? Well, here's the deal. If we didn't have a leg balance requirement, when he goes diamond, you'd go diamond. And he would just push you up the ladder. You wouldn't have to do anything. You would just ride one horse to the finish line, right? Well, here's what we said. No, that's not fair. You shouldn't bring in one person and that person's a rock star and that pushes you up. No, here's what you got to do. You've got to build a business outside of that person. You should get credit for what that person has done because you brought them to the table, but you should have to do more. So if you're going to be a sapphire, you need 15,000 points, but you can only use 40% of that from one particular person's business. That's 6,000 points, $6,000 of volume from one leg of business. You're going to need to have at least 2 other legs in order to get sapphire done. Same thing for diamond, right? You can only use 40%. You can only use 80,000 points from one particular leg. These are unilevel legs, all right? Meaning you and everybody that you sponsored is a leg, okay? Now, the other thing is you need to feed the dual team. Somebody asked this question, what is the purpose of the dual team, the left-right requirement? You need to feed the dual team, right? You need to feed both sides of it. So if you are a sapphire, you need to have 2 active people on your left side of your dual team and 2 active people on your right side of your dual team, okay? Ruby, that increases to 3 on the left and 3 on the right. Emerald, that increases to 4 on the left and 4 on the right. Diamond, that increases to 5 on the left and 5 on the right. Some of you guys are going to miss your qualification because you're going to have the volume, but you won't have the leg balance. Some of you will have the volume and the leg balance, but you won't have the right number of people on the left and the right. So this is why we start here. We want to make sure that you know what you need to do so that you can qualify. So what should you do with this screen? Screenshot it, print it out, put it up on the wall. Screenshot it, put it up on the wall. Remember, the leg balance does not refer to the dual team. The leg balance refers to your unilevel. Remember, everybody that you personally sponsor is a leg. So, oh man, okay, I can do this. Everybody you personally sponsor is a leg. I want to make sure nobody gets lost as you get to the finish line with me, okay? So let me do a quick little setup here. Okay. This will take about a moment. Okay.
Okay. So pick which one you want, and you have to have a destination. Start with the end in mind and break it down. Inch by inch is a cinch, yard by yard is too hard. And break it down into increments. So sapphire, you want to break it down into every week, how much volume are you going to get? Ruby, every week, how much volume are you going to get? Emerald, every week, how much volume are you going to get? And then diamond, every week, how much volume are you going to get?
Right. So let's see. Is this going to let me do this? Yeah. Okay. All right. I love Zoom. They got a whole bunch of new features, including your ability to use your iPhone as a camera and a desktop camera. Okay. So here's what I mean by legs. That's you. Okay. That's you. And let's suppose you enroll 5 people. All right. You enroll Joe, Mary, Susan, Mike, and Jane. Okay. So that's 5 legs. That's what we mean by legs. When we say 40% leg balance, if you're trying to go for Sapphire and you need 15,000 points, right? You can only use, the max is 40%, which equals 6,000 from any one leg. Okay? So what that means is, let's suppose that Joe is a rock star and Joe does 10,000 points of business that month. How much of Joe's volume can count for your Sapphire? Put it in the chat. 6,000. So you can only use 6,000 from Joe. How much of Joe's 10,000 do you get paid on in the unilevel? That's right. All of it, all 10,000. Okay. As long, of course, as it's within your 7 levels. But you can't use, so you use it for pay, but you can't use it for rank qualification. Does that make sense? All right. So if Joe did 10,000 and you can only count 6,000, then how much more do you need in order to go Sapphire? 9,000, correct. So let's suppose Mary's also a rock star and Mary does 12,000. How much of Mary's 12,000 can you use for Sapphire? 6,000. So if you can use 6,000 from Joe, now between the two of them, they've produced 22,000. Your total group volume right now is 22,000. But how much of that can you use for Sapphire? How much of that can you use for Sapphire? I'm just waiting for Facebook to catch up. Everybody who put 12,000 is correct. So what do you need? Another 3,000, right? So maybe Susan, Mike, and Jane, they're all newer. So maybe you get 1,000 out of this leg, you get 1,000 out of this leg, you get 1,000 out of this leg. Guess what? You're a Sapphire. Okay? So that's what we mean by the rank qualifications when we say the leg balance. We don't mean the unilevel. Now, here's the thing. Remember, Ibüümerang looks at your business 2 ways. So we do look at your business both as a unilevel and as a dual team. So even though this is the way you sponsored all these folks and they're all on your level 1, in your dual team, they might look like this. Yeah, I can't write. Okay. So in your dual team, they might look like this. And by the way, does this satisfy the 2 left and 2 right requirement? Dan says yes. Jenny says yes. Doris says yes. Joe says yes. Edwina, Bonnie says yes. Angelica says yes. Melissa, yes. Osvaldo, yes. Leslie, Diana, Tracy, everybody says yes. Correct. Okay. Very good. All right. Michelle Jacobs says she finally understands this part. And Michelle's been with us from the beginning. So that's why I knew it was important for us to stop for a second and make sure that we broke this down, MK. All right. So you guys understand this part. Now we can keep going. Let's go back to our training. Let's go back to our training. Okay. This is why I told you guys, get your groups on so we can explain this to them for you. Okay. All right. So now you have a target for where you're going to take your sales team, whether you're going to take it to the sapphire level, the ruby level, the emerald level, or the diamond level. You're going to build a sapphire sales team, a ruby level sales team, an emerald level sales team, a diamond level sales team. Start thinking about you're building a sales team. All right, let's go to the next slide, Mark. And now, where do you get the volume from to qualify at the different sales team rank levels? You want to tackle this, MK?
Yes, sir. Okay. So first class travel is 1,000, first class trade is 1,000, first class travel and trade is 1,500, but the average enrollment volume is 500 QV. Okay. So take the number of enrollments and QV associated with each person and divide it by the number of people by the QV. So, and then so this is one-time volume. Every month volume is iGo subscriptions 100, Elevate subscriptions 150, Star Achiever 300. So we do have the Star Achiever pack that you can get 300 PQV by only spending 250. All right. So on this, yeah, that's it. That's it.
So I got it. So let's ask the people a question. Which one do you like better? Do you like one-time volume or do you like every month volume? Which one do you like better? We know you like both, but which one do you like better? We got some smart people in the company, bro.
Yes, we do.
They didn't get fooled by the big numbers on the left.
Yeah.
Right? Why do you want every month volume? Why do you want every month volume, folks? That's right. Daniel put it in the chat. It's residual, right? It's every month. The every month volume is what makes your income solid. Vita says, I like to eat every month, not just one time. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Diana Hardy's consistent earnings.
Bro, we don't see you.
Oh, I'm still on this thing. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, let me go back. All right, I'm back.
There you are.
All right, cool. Let's go to the next slide.
All right. Oh, are we going to talk about promotional volume?
No, it's just that just happens sometime. You get extra volume,
yeah.
But you get extra in the one time.
But here's the thing, folks. Don't count on promotional volume. Make it happen.
That's good, bro.
Yeah, make it happen at the beginning of the month. So double QV is like throwing gasoline on the fire. Okay. All right.
All right. So now that you know what you want to do, now you know how to qualify for it, and now you know the quantification of it. Now let's figure out how many people we need. Right? We're going systematic here. Right now, how many people do we need to attack to hit our goal? Okay. So we're looking at sapphire and we're looking at diamond. right? Sapphire is 15,000, diamond is 200,000, right? Now, to qualify Sapphire on one-time volume, you need 15 people to sign up at first class travel. 15,000 divided by 1,000 is 15, okay? Or 15 people to sign up at first class trade, or 10 people to sign up at first class travel and trade, which is 1,500 points, right? Or 30 people if the average enrollment is 500, okay? For diamond, it's 200 people at first class travel, or 200 people at first class trade, or 134 people at first class travel and trade, or 400 people, correct, at average enrollment of 500. Sorry, glitched for a second there, right? Now, but here's the thing. If you qualify Sapphire or Diamond based on enrollments, how many times will you be a Diamond? How many times will you be a Sapphire? Oh, good. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. Once. Uno, one time, right? So what will your rank be the next month? If you have 15 people, watch this. You guys want to see a magic trick? If you have 15 people sign up at first class, right, for 1,000 points, you'd have 15,000 points that month, okay? And those people sign up for Elevate subscription. How much volume are you going to have the next month? How much volume are you going to have the next month? You have 15 people. They signed up for Elevate. It came in on first class, so you got 15,000 points. You became a Sapphire. But the next month, all they did was Elevate. How much volume do you have the next month? Everybody who put 2250 is right. 2250. So what is your rank if you have 2250 in volume? Ooh, Umaima, you got it. No rank. No rank. You were Sapphire one month, and you're back to just being an ambassador the next month. How many of you like the way that feels? Anybody like the way that feels? Nobody likes the way that feels. No, Ron, you're not a director. You got no rank. Director's 2,500. You don't even have director volume. Even if you add yours in there, you're still not a director. Right? Okay. So let's go to the right side of the page. Okay. So if you're going to qualify your rank based on every month volume, you're going to do it based on subscriptions. Okay. So if you have people doing IGO subscriptions, to be a Sapphire, you need 150 people doing 100 points a month. Right? Or to be a Diamond, you need 2,000 people doing 100 points a month. But if you have that, then every month when their subscriptions run, you're automatically a Sapphire or a Diamond. If you do an Elevate subscription, which is 150 points, you need fewer people. Sapphire, you only need 100 people doing 150 points a month. That's on Elevate. And you're a Sapphire every single month. Diamond, you need 1,334 people. And then you're a Diamond every single month. But if you're about Star Achiever, where people are doing 300 points a month, you only need 50 people on your team doing Star Achiever every month, and you're a Sapphire every month. If you have 670 people doing Star Achiever at 300 points a month, you're a Diamond every month. Every month. How many of you like that better? How many of you like that better? It's more people, but it's every month. How many of you like that better? Oh, yeah. Everybody likes that better. Everybody likes that better, right? Okay. So this is something that you can track. This is a goal that you have now. How many people do you have that are doing Star Achiever in your business? See, dude, we're breaking it down. This is how Mark and I were taught to look at our business. We break down all the different places you can get volume. We find the one that's going to get us where we want to go every month, and we zero in on that. Okay? And you know what? Before this training is over, what if I told you that Mark and I are going to show you how to make those numbers even smaller? How many of you like that idea? Bonnie says, that's really good. All right. Dart says, yay. All right. So then let's go to the next slide, Mark. And now that we know what this is, hopefully you guys are screenshotting this, writing this in your notes, draw it in your notes. Here's what it takes to be a Star Achiever. Go ahead, Mark. Yeah.
So your Elevate subscription, 150 QV, and one customer, just one Elevate subscription, it's 150 QV. You are a Star Achiever.
Right.
Or alternatively, you can do the subscription pack.
Exactly. Right. Which means that you have an Elevate subscription and an iGo subscription, which everybody in our company should have, because that's your product. That is your product. Right. And I know that some of you guys in Europe in particular, you can find some better rates sometimes on other sites. That's fine. But you should use your own product as much as you possibly can. All right. Because your product pays you. Okay.
You know, one other thing too is when you get a customer, we are the only company that pays a fast start commission on customers.
That's right. That's right. That is absolutely correct. Okay. And like Diamond Tierra just said, be a product of the product. So really, Star Achiever for each of us should be your Elevate subscription and your iGo subscription. And you might say, well, that only adds up to $250. Well, if you do the subscription, the Star Achiever subscription that Mark talked about, we're going to give you a bonus 50 points. You're going to pay $249, $250, and you're going to get 300 points. Sweet. All right. So Star Achiever is easy, right? Who is committed on this training to being a Star Achiever? Who is committed to being a Star Achiever every month on this training? Because by the way, I mean, can I give you a really good reason to be a Star Achiever? If you want to have Star Achievers in your business, then you have to set the pace. You have to be the way. I can tell you right now, every single one of our Rockstar Diamonds is a Star Achiever. Black Diamonds, Andre and Mikal, Star Achievers every month. Black Diamond, Desi Lipova, Star Achiever every month. I don't even need to say it, but Presidential Diamonds, Darren Gibson, Presidential Diamond, Cesar Munoz, Star Achiever every single month. It's not a question. Every one of our diamonds, Star Achiever every single month. That's a clue. Diamond, Marianne Schutz, Star Achiever every single month. Diamonds, Clark and Neems, Star Achiever every single month. Sandy Harris, Star Achiever every single month. That's called a clue. Clue. Andre Lidmila, Star Achiever 27. Are we up to 27? Mark, are we up to 27 yet? He said he's committed to, he said he's going for 27 months in a row. Right? So Star Achiever is a basic, because guess what? If you're not a Star Achiever, please write this in your notes and write it like this. You ready? And by the way, I know I didn't say it, but I'm going to say it now. Diamonds, Jackie and Jayla Pippin, Star Achievers every month from the beginning. Day one, Star Achievers. Alte, Diamond, Alte, Errol, Star Achiever every month from day one of the Star Achiever program. As a matter of fact, Jackie and Jayla were Star Achievers 3 months before the Star Achiever program actually started, when we first started.
And they are 27-month Superstar Achievers.
Look at that. Look at that. You see that?
Yeah, Dr. Latrice too.
Dr. Latrice too.
Yeah.
Sandy Aki too. All right, so check this out. Check this out, guys. Write this in your notes. If I am not a Star Achiever, I do not deserve to have star achievers in my group. If I am not a star achiever, I do not deserve to have star achievers in my group. Now, by the way, we're doing two things today. We're not only just training you on this, but we're training you how to train this.
Yes.
Okay, here's what we're looking for. We're looking for you to take this training and your notes from this training, and now you do this training in your market. Team Atlanta, y'all need to start doing Saturday trainings live or Sunday trainings or something, or virtual or whatever. But this needs to be a training that you do. Diamond Sandy, you getting people together for trainings in New Zealand? Great. Train this.
Yeah.
Right? Great.
Sandy, I think every month he has over 1,000 in personal volume.
Mm-hmm. But that's including his customers. We're going to talk about that next,
okay.
Right? We're going to talk about that too. But Ray, Dutta, David Sayers, you guys are doing trainings in the UK and in Ireland. This is what you need to teach. This is what you need to teach. Okay? All right. So now, the Carolyn, we have a training every Saturday with our Diamond Jackie. This is what she's going to teach you. Okay? You're going to hear this over and over again. And every time you hear it, write it again. Mark said he finds the same notes in each journal 3 times, and he's got like 20 journals. Right? Write it over and over again, because repetition is the mother of skill. So now let's keep this going. We're building. These are bricks, right? So now you are a star achiever. We introduced this concept in December of the CEO circle. We'll go through it quickly since we talked about it earlier today. CEO circle means, next slide, it says you've got 10 customers, 10 Elevate customers. And there's a big incentive to do that, because if you maintain this, you get to go to events for free, Accelerate, Vision, and Dream Weekend, right? CEO Corner, the next one is 25 customers. And if you maintain that, you get to go to events like boot camps for free, right? So we introduced this concept and we gave them names so that you have something that you could have people pushing toward, right? Now watch what happens when you make CEO Circle and CEO Corner important in your business. Here's what happens. Next slide. When you have a person in your business who is a person who has a star achiever, they have 300 points, and they have 10 customers, which is 150 times 10, 1,500 points. That person is now equal to 1,800 points a month in your business. If that person joined at first class, how much volume were they worth in their first month? I'm seeing it in the chat. Good. If that person joined at first class, how much volume were they worth in their first month? 1,000 points. Or maybe 1,500 points, but one time. One time. The next month, they were going to only be worth what? 1,500. I'm sorry, 150, right? 100 or 150. But now, because you taught them to be a star achiever, and you taught them why be a star achiever. By the way, why be a star achiever? This is a quick review from one slide, two or three slides ago. Why be a star achiever? If you can answer this question, you can teach other people to be star achievers. So your people will be. That's right, Edwina. Get to your goal faster. That's right. To deserve other star achievers. That's right. To lead by example. That's right. So if you teach people in your business to be star achievers, now you know how to teach them. You know what to say instead of just saying, you got to be a star achiever. Now you can tell them why, and they can internalize and personalize their reason for wanting to be a star achiever. Dr. Latrice is not just a star achiever every month because we said be a star achiever. It means something to her. She has a reason why she wants to be a star achiever every month. And I guarantee you it's one or all of the reasons that you just wrote. So you got a person who's a star achiever. Now they've got 10 customers on top of that. Now, instead of being worth 150 points a month, that person is worth 1,800 points a month. Doris Lopez just put in the chat. She just went CEO Circle. All of her personal subscriptions haven't run yet. At this moment, she's worth 1,600 points this month. She joined in February of 2019 at 1,000 points. But this month, 1,600 points so far. She'll be 1,800 points before the month is over, and then 1,800 points every month after that. That's almost 2 first-class enrollments every month. Now, if you have people who are doing 1,800 points a month, how many do you need to qualify Sapphire every single month? That's right. Some of you guys see that there's a trick on the screen. And so everybody who's putting 9 or 10 is right, because the actual answer is 8.3. And you can't have 8.3 people. So that means you need 9. But 9 is a weird number to put on my chart. So we rounded it up to 10. 10, you're good. You're over and above.
Yeah. Never make your minimums your maximums.
Write that down. Mark comes in and just drips out a jewel. Never make your minimums your maximums, because somebody's going to have a customer that falls out and doesn't do their subscription that month. And then you're Miss Sapphire by 150 points. What? Never make your minimums your maximums. How many do you need at 1,800 points a month to be diamond every single month? Without a single new person joining your team, how many people do you need? 111. 111 people, Vita. And every month you're a diamond. By the way, if you're a diamond every month, how many months do you make diamond money? Promise you, not a trick question. If you qualify diamond every month, how many months do you make diamond money? Every single month. If you qualify Sapphire every month, you make Sapphire money every single month. Now, are you guys getting why this is? We wanted to take our time today and not just tell you what, but we wanted to help you understand why, so that you can connect to why. Does that make sense yet? And I know we're going long, but we're digging into this. This is a Saturday training. We're digging in. If you got to go. Watch the recording. Catch up later. Okay? All right. Next slide. We're building bricks one at a time. We're progressing. Okay? So now we're not just recruiting people to recruit people. We're not. Right, Mark? Mark and I watched this from the office, and we have pain. Right? Watching the attrition. Watching people come in, watching people go out. People come in, people go out. People come in, people go out. You know why? They go out because they don't have a purpose. And the person who enrolled them doesn't know what their purpose is. They just recruited people because there's somebody said they think some of you guys have thought that the purpose of a new recruit was to give you volume. PDDG. He said, right. Exactly, Darren. So many people, they think that I'm going to recruit somebody so I can get 1,000 points. That is not the purpose of a new recruit. Some people think I'm a recruiter person so I can get a fast start bonus. That is not the purpose.
Hit the nail on the head. Find their why.
Are you ready for this? I'm going to give you guys a new concept. You ready for this? Can I tell you what big leaders do? Most of you guys are not at this level. Okay. Here's what big leaders do. Big leaders will have people come in who have a track record of success, and they'll say, I need some money to come over and be part of your team. And what we will say is, well, I'm not going to give you money just to come over, but I'll give you some accelerated income if you do what you say you can do. And one thing that I will do is I will give you all of my fast start bonuses that I earned from you and the people that you bring in. You know why we'll do that? You know why big leaders do that? Because we don't care about fast start bonuses. We don't care about one-time money. We're focused on what we're building. We're focused on the long-term money. We want those people in so that they can go get subscriptions, so that they can multiply. We want the monthly money. As a matter of fact, sometimes we'll even do this. We'll say, hey, I'll give you all the money that I make on your team for the first 90 days. Or I'll give you half the money that I make on your team for the first 90 days. This is an advanced concept. But the reason for that is because these big leaders, we understand the purpose of a new recruit, which is what? New people use the products themselves. So this is now a person with a subscription or multiple subscriptions. They acquire more people who are going to be customers, who are going to use the products, more subscriptions. And they're going to get you more salespeople on your team. They're going to grow the team because they know some people you don't know. That's why you want people on your team. Does this make sense to everybody? If you're still with me, say I'm here. Put it in the chat. I'm here. I'm here. It makes sense. 5s, 8s. I get it. It's clear now. Whatever it is you want to say. Okay. So now we understand that. New people are not here to give you volume. New people are not here to give you a one-time fast start bonus. New people are here to expand your base of subscriptions and to get you more people who are going to help you get this done. All right? All right. So if that's the case, let's go to the next slide. And now let's put every new person on the right track. This is why people come in your business and go out of your business. They go in and they go out because they don't get a meaningful assignment to accomplish in their first week. If you remember, how many people at 1,800 points a month do you need to go Sapphire? Every month? Like my 9s, 10s, and then Tierra has to say 8.3. Tierra, I would love to meet your 0.3 of a person. That 1/3 of a person. Hey, where's your torso in your head? Just legs. Okay. All right. Tag, right? David Romero says, trust me, they exist. Oh my God. You're in timeout, David. Okay. 10. So how do you get to 10? Well, as new people join your business, right away, their first assignment. What is the first assignment? 3 things. Screenshot this. We need to get everybody in the company teaching this to every new person. If you had new people join your business in the last 5 days, this is their assignment. This is what they need to accomplish in the next 7 days. If you enroll a new person today, this is their assignment for the next 7 days. If you enroll somebody tomorrow, this is their assignment in the next 7 days. If you sign somebody up next week, finish the sentence. This is their assignment for the next 7 days. Okay.
And if you don't get this to them, and if you don't talk to them about this in the first 24 to 48 hours, they're not going to do it.
Bro, see, I tell you, he just comes in and he just drops, boom. He just all these little mic drops, sir. How long? How long?
First 20, 48.
When should you give this person the assignment? Not how long do they have? When do you give them this assignment? Okay. I see.
And the other thing too is if you have babies birthing babies, you need to be working down at the bottom of that leg.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
please write that in your notes.
Yeah, you need to be working at the bottom. So if somebody's bringing somebody on, they need to lifeline them to you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You have babies having babies. You need to be the one to give the assignment. If you enroll me and you give me this assignment and I enroll my first 2 people in my first 2 or 3 days in the business, I don't know what to do.
Yep.
So if you want this to continue, you need to talk to my new people and give them this assignment. But I need to be there with you so that you can teach me how to guide new people.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was doing lifelines back to back to back to back.
Maria Magana says, this is mind-blowing. Maria, I love you. I love you for saying that because Maria's been with us for a while. I knew we needed to do this for the people, Mark. I knew we needed to take the time and break this down. Atanaya says, that was a huge gem. Thank you, Mark. Exactly. Because here's what happens. Here's a rookie mistake. A rookie mistake. Leaving something this important in the hands of new people. You cannot leave something this important in the hands of a new person. Now, you're not going to do it for them. You're going to teach them how to do it.
Exactly.
Doing it in their presence. Don't talk to their new people without them on the line.
Yeah. Yep. That's what a lifeline call is all about, is teaching. It's teaching the person, and it's getting that person started fast.
Exactly. Exactly. They're going to learn from you what to do. Okay? Now, this is your basic build.
Alte says it. Show, shadow, duplicate.
Show, shadow, duplicate. Amen, sir. Now, we're going to have Presidential Diamond, Darren Gibson, come back. He's going to do a training on this whole topic, this one slide right here. He's already designing the training. He and I, we talked about this yesterday because this is the basic building block of success in your business. Every person that has this, that's one block. That's one block. You want to build your business based on this. How many people do you have that do this? How many people do you have that are personally a star achiever? They've got one on the left and one on the right, and they have 10 customers. And I want to clarify something. He said he's going to call it the 3 Little Pigs training. Mark and I know what that means. He's going to do a training on the 3 Little Pigs. okay? Now, how many people in your business are a star achiever with one on the left and one on the right every month, that's qualified every month, and they have 10 customers? So they're worth 1,800 points. When you can say, I have 10, what is your rank? Atanaya, you're on it. You are on it today, sir. Darius, you're on it. Joe Harv, you're on it. Brittany, you're on it. Rockin' Robin, you're on it. Carolyn, you've got it. Ingrid, you've got it. Leona, you've got it. Ruth, you've got it. Now, you ready for this? I want you guys to change it. You guys ready? Ready? Okay. Sapphire is it. We got it. Sapphire is it. I want you to change it. Just put one word in front of it. You ready? Real. Real sapphire. You want to be a real sapphire? Develop 10 people in your business who do this every month.
Yeah. Solid sapphire is what I'd say.
A real solid sapphire.
Real solid sapphire.
Real solid sapphire.
Beautiful.
Now, here's where it gets spicy. You ready? So now let's put it all together. We've been progressively going somewhere together, and you guys are still with us, so this is good. Okay, check this out. So, person signs up next week, first class. How much points do you get? In the chat. 1,000 points. Thank you, Bonnie. 1,000 points, right? Person signs up next week, first class, you get 1,000 points. Maybe 1,500, but you get 1,000. 1,000 or 1,500, okay? Now, you're going to teach them, you're going to give them this assignment when? Day one, right away, okay? You're not going to wait. Don't let them breathe. When are they most excited? When is the moment in time that they are most excited? Who said that? It went by so fast. Topsy. When they join. The moment they sign up, the moment they've decided, okay, I'm going to go ahead and join this company, that's when they're never going to be more excited than that. That is the time to give them the assignment. So they signed up first class, you got 1,000 points and 1,500 points. Now you put them on track to accomplish this in 7 days. Maybe it takes them 10 days to get it done. Maybe it takes them 5, but they get it done. How much volume are they worth in month 2? Louise is on it, 1,800. Niles, 1,800, right? So now we just changed the paradigm. Do you see what we did? We went from a person being worth 1,000 or 1,500 points in the first month and only 150 in the second month to taking that person to now going to be worth 1,800 points in the second month and every month after that. Doing more volume than when they came in. Like Brittany says in the chat, boom. Like Jason says in Facebook, paradigm shift. Osvaldo, now as MLM can pay you every month, consistently. Now, in order for this to be your reality, this is the time to write something in your notes, by the way. In order for this to be your reality, this needs to be the culture in your business. How will you write that in your notes? In order for this to be your reality, this needs to be the culture in your business. Somebody put it in the chats the way you are going to write this in your notes. In order for this to be your reality, David, you're almost there, bro. One word you got to change. In order for this to be your reality, this needs to be the culture in your business. Oh, okay, somebody got it. Megan got it. Megan got it. She said, in order for this to be my reality, this needs to be the culture in my business. That's how you need to write this. Bonnie wrote it that way. In order for this to be the reality in my business, this needs to be the culture in my business. That every new person gets the same assignment. Every new person gets the same assignment. Every new person gets the same assignment. How do you make sure every new person gets the same assignment? Mark told you how to do it. How do you make sure? Show, shadow, duplicate. That's right. So you're going to have, if you do this, you will have babies birthing babies. You're going to have people who are in the business for a week that now have two people, one on the left and one on the right. They don't know what to do. They just got started. So you get on the phone with their people. You lifeline their folks. Teach your new person how to teach their new people to do this assignment. And you need to make a big deal out of it on your team every time somebody gets this done. You need to celebrate these people. Diamonds. You know how the diamonds, you guys aren't in the diamond chat, so I got to talk to diamonds for a second. Diamonds, you know how in the diamond chat, every time you get a new customer, you drop it in there and say, hey, look at me, I got a new customer. And you enroll a new person, look at me, I got a new person. Let's add to that. My new person that I enrolled 5 days ago is already star achiever, dual team qualified, 10 customers, elevate. When that becomes the norm in your business, you won't be able to count your money. When this becomes the norm in your business, when the average person gets this done in the first 7 days in your business, your money goes only one way, up. This is what you want to create. A few minutes ago, Diamond Tier put in the chat, one band, one sound. This is why.
Letty Ruiz says, my new person is already star achiever, dual team, and 10 customers.
That's what I'm talking about, Letty. How long did it take? That's good. That is good. That needs to be the culture of your business. Congratulations. Let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate you. Okay? Now, this is why one band, one sound is why I could send my people to Mark's meetings in California with no worries.
And I could send mine to T. Greg in Houston. No worries.
No worries.
We're all reading the same sheet of music.
Yep.
And it doesn't change, folks. It doesn't change.
Doesn't change. I knew that if my new person took a guest to Mark's meeting in California and that person signed up, I know that this is what Mark would tell that new person what they need to do in their first 7 days. And if Mark sent somebody to my meeting and they had a guest and that person signed up and I didn't tell them to do this in the first 7 days, Mark would be incredibly disappointed in me. But he wouldn't be disappointed in me because I would tell him to do this because that was the way we operated. That's what we're looking to create in Ibüümerang. So now what happens is Kelly Haupa started doing meetings in San Diego. And when she gets to the point where she's doing meetings in hotels, some of you are going to say, I know somebody in San Diego. I want to send them to that meeting. Well, now you'll know you know exactly what they're going to be taught, because this is what Diamond Kelly is going to teach people to do in their first 7 days. Meanwhile, in the DMV, the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, Black Diamond, Desi Lipova is growing that group, and they'll be doing meetings in hotels soon, right? You go living rooms, then you go hotels. So they'll be in hotels soon. Maybe they'll be on Thursday nights, maybe they'll be on Tuesday nights, but you'll be able to send people there, and you'll be able to know with confidence that if they go there and they get started, this is what they're going to be told. What that allows us to do is to create a network of opportunity meetings around the world where you can send people with confidence. You might go to the Czech Republic, take a taxi, meet a taxi driver on your way to the airport to leave. But you'll be able to send that person to Diamond Peter's business meeting and know what they're going to be told, what they're going to be taught, because we're all teaching and telling the same thing. And when that happens, Osvaldo, they don't exist yet. He says, when's the calendar for those meetings? They don't exist yet, but they will. Mark and I are speaking that into being. Holton is speaking that into being. And when that happens, your businesses will explode even faster because now you get to leverage the efforts of other people. But by the way, sidebar, if you want to be able to leverage the efforts of other people, you need to allow people to leverage your efforts. Allowing people to leverage your efforts is called playing for the big team. And here's what you want to write in your notes. When I serve the big team serves me. Some of you only want to serve your team. And if that's where you are, then you don't deserve to benefit from the energy and speed of the big team. You deserve to be an island. I know this because some of you already have like closed communities and stuff like that, and that's selfish. That's selfish. We need to be able to serve each other and trust each other. My person might like the way you do it better. They just might like the sound of your voice better than they like the sound of my voice. They should be able to go to your meeting. They should be able to go to your training. And I shouldn't have to worry about them saying they want to be sponsored by you. Because if they come to you and they say they want to be sponsored by you, I should already know that you're going to say, no, you already have a great sponsor. We're all one big team. It's okay. We talked about this yesterday, right, Mark, on Instagram Live.
Yes.
Holton used to literally send us to train each other's teams. Mark and I have very different styles. And I would come back to Houston from training Mark's team in California, and I have people like, yo, Mark made it. I never understood it until Mark said it. They needed to hear it from a different voice. They were tired of hearing mine, and vice versa. And invariably, there would be people on my team that would go up to Mark and be like, I know I'm probably not supposed to say this, but is there any way I could be on your team? Right? And the same.
No one ever said that. No one ever said that.
No, people would say that. People say it all the time. It's normal in the business. It's normal. But we're like, no, you're on a good team already. T. Gray's my brother. Mark's my brother. We're good. We'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. You see what I'm saying, guys? But this is what's on the screen now. This is your basic building block. We need to make this the culture in your team. And by the way, got a question for you. If this becomes the culture in your team and her team and everybody's team, then what does this become the culture of? Dr. Latrice, Doris, Maria, Vida, Teresa, you got it. I'm waiting for Facebook. Tanaya, you got it. Sandy, oh, I love you. Tracy, yes, you got it. Abdul, yes. It becomes the culture of the company. This is how we create the greatest company. I've only been in one company where everybody was on the same page. Mark has been in two. Every other company I've been in, everybody was doing their own thing. And it ultimately led to the demise of the companies. But if we are truly going to be the greatest company ever, we got to get on the same sheet of music. And this is it right here. If this is what every new person does, no matter what team they're on, if this is the measure of success, then watch what happens to our company. Let's go to the next slide. No, I mean, but Mark, you're on it, right? So basically what Mark is saying is that now that we understand what we're building and what the components are of what we're building and what that basic building block is, I'm avoiding using another word. I'm saving it for our presidential diamond, Darren Gibson, when he does his training 2 weeks from now. But now that we know that, then really there's no need for fancy schmancy trainings. The whole business is 5 conversations: recruiting, getting customers, elevate, star achiever, and events. That's it. And of course, mindset, personal development training. But that's it. So if this is the case, then here's what I know. I know that I can send people. If I have somebody in Germany, I don't got to go to Germany. I just need to send them to Diamond, Janan, and Tanisa's meeting, because I know that they will be talking about recruiting, customer acquisition, elevate, star achiever, events. If I got somebody in Denmark, I don't need to go to Denmark. I just need to send them to Diamond Marianne's meeting, because what's she going to be talking about? Recruiting, customer acquisition, elevate, star achiever, events. I don't have to send somebody, I don't have to go to the UK. I can send them to Blue Diamond Jake Parton's meeting, because what's he going to be talking about? Recruiting, customer acquisition, elevate, star achiever, events. I don't have to go to Australia. I can just send people to Diamond Clark and Means meeting, because they're going to talk about recruiting, customer acquisition, elevate, star achiever, events. I don't have to go to Hawaii, because Diamond Christopher Taffa is going to be talking about recruiting, customer acquisition, elevate, star achiever, events. I don't have to go to Atlanta, because Diamond Trey Harris is going to teach them what? Recruiting, customer acquisition, elevate, star achiever, events. What did you say, Diamond Tierra? One band, one sound? This is it. You know, these are the 5 songs that we know at the band. This is how we do it. Okay. So now let's go to the next slide. Now that we know, now we got this thing all set up and you understand your pieces, how do you want to build? Slow or fast? How do you want to build it? There's 2 ways to do it. Slow way and the fast way. Which one you want? Slow or fast? Everybody's saying fast. Somebody said turbo. Facebook is starting to say fast. Everybody wants to go fast. Mark, they want to go fast. Now that they understand what they're building, why to build it this way, and what the basic blocks are and the conversations are that need to be had, now they understand that they're ready to go. So they want to go fast. Should we show them how to go fast?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's show them. Fast is launching. We started with that, right? So to go fast, you launch the business. Let's show what launch looks like. Launching looks like the next slide. 90 days. 90 days. Now, we said 90-day blitz. If you are on Team Darren, where y'all do grow-a-thons, this is a 90-day grow-a-thon. Okay? Blitz part is irrelevant. 90-day run, 90-day blitz, 90-day lanzar, 90-day whatever. Most important part is that it's what? The most important part is that it's what? There you go, Diamond Tierra, leading the path. 90 days. That is the most important part. You're going to get focused. You're going to get intense to do what? You want to show them, Mark?
Yes, sir. You're going to achieve new ranks. You're going to solidify your business. And this is foundational. So this is how Joe and I built our business when we were in CyberWise, and identify new leaders, create year-round energy in your business. So 3 90-day blitzes.
No. Can we go back there? Because
Yeah.
This is a very important part. I don't want us to run past that last one.
Yeah, create year-round energy in your business.
Right. Because when you do 30 days, right? So a lot of you guys have been doing 30 days, right? You turn on for 30 days, you flame on for 30 days, right? But then you end up having to basically rebuild your business every 90 days because you run for 30 days and then your business is, normal speed for the next 2 months. It's kind of like you turn on the lights for 30 days and you turn them off for the next 2 months, right? Here's what happens. If you go hard for 90 days, you will kick up some dust. You're going to get some people excited. But then the next 2 months, they don't have anybody helping them channel that enthusiasm in the right directions. So what do? They quit, they fizzle, right? And remember, a lot of those new people are the babies of babies. So they're really in the gym, right? But when you do 90 days, we're going to show you the difference in doing 90-day runs. When you do 90-day runs, you will create energy in your business that will last all year. Watch, we're going to show you. Mark's going to take you to the next slide.
All right. So you start your 90-day blitz and it runs through January through March. Then you take a break in April. Then you do another one in May through July. Then you take a break in August, and then you do another one in September through November. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to identify somebody in your first 90-day blitz. And that new leader's blitz starts in February, right? And his or her runs through February through March, through April. Then they take a break in May, then June through August, take a break in September, October through December, and then they identify a leader in their group in March, and that person starts their blitz, and they do 3, and on and on and on.
So do you guys see what happens now? Even from your first blitz, finding new people, you've already put your business in a place where every month of the year, somebody is pressing. Bernard, ding, ding, ding. You see what he said? Overlapping blitzes. Exactly. And when yours ends, somebody's still blitzing. You eventually get to a point where there's always somebody running in your business. So what does that sound like? It means that, okay, so let's assume that we're doing this training in December. We're not. We're doing it in April. So we're talking about everybody starting in May, right? Okay. But let's just, for the sake of example, you started in January, your blitz, right? You got with your team members. Maybe you had 5 team members say, hey guys, you know what? Let's go crazy. So you guys tee up to go 90 days to build the sales team, right? You guys are going crazy. You calling everybody, you're doing lots of presentations, you got lots of people watching links and all the kind of good stuff that goes into a 90-day blitz. And you find Desi Leapover, right? Somebody in your group sponsors Desi Leapover, right? But you've told them, hey, listen, if you find anybody good, you bring them to me. So they bring Desi to you. You quickly realize Desi's a rock star. She's capable of building it massively. You say, hey, Desi, how big do you want to build it? She's like, I want to go big. Yeah, Desi, how you want to go? Do you want to go slow or fast? So by the way, slow always comes first in that question. Or how do you want to go, slow or fast? She says, I want to go fast. I said, great. We're going to tee up a 90-day run for you to launch your business. When does her launch start? February 1st. When does hers end? April 30th. When does yours end? March 31st. So now you basically extended your blitz by 30 days without you blitzing. Right? And in the first year, the developmental year of your business, the launch year of your business, oh, Bonnie, you just got it. She says, oh, this is what Mr. Holtenbugs means when he says right now, somewhere in the world, someone on my team is selling something. Yup, yup, yup. Right? Okay. So now, in the developmental year of your business, which for all of you is this year, you should do 3 90-day blitzes. Suck it up, 3 90-day blitzes. You're not going to do 3 90-day blitzes every year. In the developmental year of your business, you do 3 90-day blitzes. Okay? So it ends up looking like this. Your business is rocking all year. April, look what's happening in April in this example while you are catching your breath. What's happening in April?
3 more people are doing 90-day blitzes.
Yep. And those aren't people. Those are groups.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to find one person. You're going to find several people. Right? So you got multiple blitzes happening while you're not blitzing. Same thing in August, same thing in December. Your business is actually going to grow in April while you're eating bonbons and taking your kids to the movies and to Disney on Ice. And over here in the Facebook chat, people are like having aha moments. Stacy Hughes says on Facebook, your business is always running at full speed. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Stacy, I got to ask you this question. Remember the very first slide? How do you get this? Success is never by accident. It is always by design. Always by design. This is why our businesses look like this, because we intended for it to look like this. We understood what we were building. We knew how we wanted to build it. We understood what aspects of the business were most important. In this case, subscriptions. We designed a common building block that this is what every new person does. So we know what we're going to do. When new people join our business, we know what we're going to say. We know what we're going to teach other people to say. And then we set out on a 90-day run to do it. And in the process of doing our 90-day run, we found some other people. They said they wanted to go fast. Great. You need to do a 90-day run. Yours starts next month. In the second month, we find people. Yours starts the following month. The third month, we find people. Yours starts the following month. We literally created a scenario where our business was hot all year long. It was not an accident. We made it happen that way. We designed it that way. We planned it to happen that way. Sandy, Aki, where are you? This is what you want to do. This is what you've been looking for, Sandy. This is it right here. This is it. Luana, where you at? This is what you want to create. This is it. Umaima, where you at? This is what you want to build. Mr. Mr. David, this is what you want to build. This is it. Ray Dutta, this is what you are working to build. Martina in the Czech Republic, this is what you want. This is what you want to build. Vita, I know you're killing it on them charts, but this is what you want to build too. This is what you want to build. Okay? The energy creates year-round energy, Diana. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. So, you're setting up your blitz. That's why we took so long with this training today. We didn't just dive into the 90-day blitz part because it's like, okay, you're running, but what are you doing? Right? We want to make sure you knew exactly what you're doing, right? So these are your key business metrics. Right, Mark? We came up with this list.
Yep. Yeah. So here's what you do. You sit down you identify each one of your leaders, and you sit down with them and you go over every one of these targets. So your target rank, your team's target ranks, number of star achievers, number of customers, and event attendance. Event attendance is key. So you work with them and you find out their why. And we've got a checklist for this, a 90-day blitz checklist. And we're going to go through that. And you find out their why, you find out what it is that they want to do, and you find out who is your power team. You find out what resources you have, and then you track everything. And we're going to give you a way to track all of this activity.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. You sit down with them and game plan. So I think that at the beginning of May, you guys are going to be busier than ever sitting down with your team. No, at the end of April.
Right, exactly. Today.
You're going to be sitting down and planning out your 90-day blitz with each one of your leaders.
Right. You may have to, hey, you only got 2 days, so you may have to do some 90-day blitz planning workshops. Some of you you're going to need to identify your top leaders who are ready to go and get them on a private Zoom, right? You don't have time to do them one at a time. Maybe you take your biggest leaders and you do one at a time, but everybody else you do them in little groups, and you go through this, right? And by the way, how many of you realize that you're going to get tired doing a 90-day blitz? 90-day blitz is going to wear your ass out. Okay? This is why important events are so important. This is why flight school is so important. How many of you guys feel energized after flight school? We have an event every week to give you a boost, to give you energy, make you laugh, learn something new. You feel like you can, when you come off of flight school, you feel like you can do anything. So flight school is the gas station. Flight school is the gas station. It's the fill-up station. It's you bring your car here and we'll put some gas in your tank for the next 7 days. You want your people to keep running? Plug them into flight school. We'll put gas in their tank every Saturday. We'll put some gas in their tank. They're going to learn something. They're going to laugh. They're going to have fun. They're going to feel part of the community. And then they'll be energized to go for another 6 days, to go Sunday through Friday. If they don't get on, here's what happens. They're going to run out of gas. They're not going to make it. If you don't get them to events, they're going to run out of gas. You don't get them to accelerate, they're going to run out of gas. You don't get them to the big event in Prague, they're going to run out of gas. You don't get them to Vision, they're going to run out of gas. Events put gas in the tank. So some of you guys, you're not making events important enough because you don't understand how important they are to your team, but then you wonder why you keep having people cycle in and cycle out. Because you're not getting them on the events, including our weekly event, Flight School. Okay? Keep the tank full, like Dr. Latrice said. All right, so what's the next one, Mark? So check this out, guys. 90-day blitz. May, June, July. Okay? May 1 to July 30. Does July have 30 days or 31?
31.
July 31. May 1 to July 31. Get your mind around that, right? Here's what you do. You look at the calendar for August, right? How many of you have kids? Look at the calendar for August and see what fun thing is coming to your city. So for example, if you got young kids, they like Disney on Ice, right? Where is Disney on Ice in August? That's relatively near you, that you might be able to fly to, drive to, or maybe it's even in your city, right? Think of find all the fun kid things that you could do in your city and make a list and identify 3, 4, or 5 of those things that you can do with your kids in August. And here's what you say. Little Johnny, little Jane, mommy's going to be real busy for the next 90 days. Okay, for May, June, and July. Daddy's going to be real busy for May, June, and July. Okay, I'm not going to have as much time to do fun things. We're going to do some fun stuff. I'm not saying it's going to be the death of fun, but we're not going to do as much as we normally do because I have to build this business really big for us so that I can create your college fund, your wedding fund, and a great life for all of us. Okay, so I'm going to need you to give mommy, or I'm going to need you to give daddy a little extra space to do her business or his business for May, June, and July, okay? And if you do that, if you give me the space to do what I need to do, May, June, and July, then here's what we're going to do in August. And we're going to put this on the refrigerator so you won't forget, okay? In August, we're going to do all of these things. We're going to go to Disney on Ice. We're going to go to SeaWorld, and we're going to go to the movies. And we're going to go have ice cream once every week. Does that sound good? But if you want those things, you got to give mommy some extra space May, June, July. Okay? If you give mommy some extra space, or if you give daddy some extra space May, June, July, what's going to happen? We're going to Disney on Ice. Great, exactly. And we get ice cream every week. Yes, you do. Okay. You guys get that? Kids 1 and under, they won't know the difference. Right? Okay, you don't have kids, you just have a spouse. Okay, same thing. August, look at the calendar. Maybe you're going to go on a vacation. Let's suppose you live in the United States. Okay. You said, babe, I'm serious about this business. I need to launch it. I really need to, and it's going to take me, I need 90 days where I can just really focus on crushing this business. So I need an extra support and encouragement from you for the next 90 days. Okay. I'm not going to be as available to go out with our friends or to go to your parents' house or whatever. I'm going to miss a lot of things. I'm going to be on the phone a lot. I'm going to be doing a lot of meetings, and I need your encouragement and I need your support. Because if I feel like you're not behind me, it's going to really affect my ability to be effective. But here's what happens. You support me and encourage me and help me achieve my goal, which is X sapphire or ruby or emerald or diamond at the end of those 90 days, or to have X number of people who do X, who have that basic building block. Then here's what we can do. In August, let's go to Cancun. In August, let's go to the theater is coming. They're doing a show in our city, such and such time. There's a concert, whatever. You wanted to have your boys over. I will personally host a boys basketball, football, soccer party at the house. I'll do everything for you. You just have to invite them and show up. I will make all the wings, chips, dip, everything, and make sure that you guys have the most amazing time. I'll do that for you if you do this for me. You guys see this? I'm giving you real life examples of how you get your people on your side. Because a 90-day blitz is going to be hard if your folks are not in support of it, if everybody's begrudging. And then whenever there will be days where it's hard for them, but then you can remind them, right? Single mom of 3 with no help. How old are the kids, Megan? How old are they? 11, 5, and 2. You're going to need to deputize that 11-year-old. You got to get that 11-year-old to be a deputy.
Do you have a family in town?
She said no. She said she has no help. But that's a great question. Who is your support system? You have any support system? Right? So, leverage your support system. If it's just you, then fine. You're going to get that 11-year-old on your team. Right? And you can also manage your goals. So if you have an 11-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2-year-old, and you don't have any support, your 90-day run, everybody's run looks different. The same way everybody who runs a marathon doesn't finish at the same time. Everybody's run can't look the same. It just needs to look like you're doing more than you normally would do. So maybe your 90-day goal is Sapphire. Maybe your 90-day goal is not Ruby, Emerald, or Diamond. Maybe your 90-day goal is Senior Director or Executive Director. And then your next 90-day run or grow-a-thon, you do Sapphire. All right. So you don't always have to eat the elephant at one time. You can take bites. All right. But you make a plan based on, and we're going to talk about that in a second. There's a slide that talks about that, but you make a plan based on what your circumstances are. But remember, it's a 90-day run. So you do need to be doing more than you normally do, but also in the context of the fact that you have an 11-year-old, a 5-year-old, and 2-year-old, and you're the only one in your support system. Okay. All right. Let's go next.
All right.
So now Mark and I want to challenge you guys. Holton wants to challenge you. Okay. 90-day blitz. You know how to set the goal. You know what you're doing. Okay. Let's do it this way. Do you know what you are building? Answers in the chat. Do you know what you are building? Great. Do you understand why we have ranks? Great. Do you understand what the purpose of a new recruit is? Great. Do you understand what the basic building block is for success in your team? Great. Based on where you are right now, are you able to set a target for where you want to be 90 days from now? Great. So let's plan a 90-day blitz starting May 1. 90-day blitz, 90-day run, 90-day grow-a-thon. I don't care what you call it, as long as it has 90 days. As long as 90 days is the first 2 words. Okay? And as long as the third word is not vacation. All right. So here's what you need to do. And you got to do it in the next 2 days, because May 1st is 2 days from now. All right. Number 1, set up your accountability team, your accountability partners. Okay. You're going to go upline and find who's going to hold you accountable. Who's going to hold you accountable? Okay. Some of you diamonds might need Mark and Tigray to be your accountability partners. Okay. If you're a diamond, we're willing to do that. If you are an emerald, if you've achieved emerald, if you've achieved, Mark, I'm putting us out there. If you've achieved ruby or emerald and your upline is gone, okay? Because some of you guys, your upline is gone. If you've already achieved Ruby or Emerald, Mark and I will help you. Okay, we'll help be your accountability partner. Okay, and we'll show you how to succeed and become that new diamond upline in your group. Okay, so that's the first step, accountability partner. Second step is, where are you now? Remember Holton talked about that, the red dot on the map at the mall? Let's take inventory. Where are you now? Where are you now is, what is the highest rank that you've achieved? Thank you, Blue Diamond, Jake Parton. He said he loves this. Okay. What is the highest rank that you've achieved? Where are you now? What rank did you achieve this month? And let's make a drawing of your group. Okay. Now, we're not going to draw every last soul in your business. We are only going to draw the people that are in the game and that want to run. Okay. So what does that look like? That looks like this. I'm drawing right now real quick, Mark. So that looks like you, right? And you're going to draw it as a unilevel, because this is, remember, you need to apply your leg balance to this. So it might be that you have Mike, Joe, Mary, Steve, Susan. Okay. Mike is already, his highest rank is a Sapphire. Joe's highest rank is Director. Mary's highest rank is Ruby. Steve is brand new, so he's an ambassador. Susan's brand new. She's an ambassador, but she signed up at coach. So we're going to put a C here because we know we need to get Susan to upgrade. Okay. Who are Mike's team do we work with? Right. Mike sponsored 20 people, but these are the only 3 who are in the game. Right. Joe got nobody on level 2, but down here, he's got 1 person that we can work with. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to do this across the way. We're not drawing every person who's ever joined. We're only drawing the people who are in the game. Okay? Exactly, Michelle. You do it in your flight school calendar. Okay? Do it on a piece of paper first so you can make mistakes, and then you do the cleanup version in your calendar. Okay? I did a session with the leader yesterday, and my first one that I drew was a mess. And so then we did it over again, a cleaned up version. Okay. So that's just a basic. We'll do more training down the road on how to draw your team. Definitely, yeah, use a pencil. Okay. Use a pencil because you're gonna make mistakes. It's gonna happen. Okay. All right. So now
come in. Yeah.
Mark, isn't it crazy? So Mark and I, we were going through journals, and like almost every other page. Now that company was a unilevel, so all of our drawings were unilevels. But we got drawing, huh?
It was a dual team.
I'm sorry, it was a dual team. Sorry,
yeah,
that's what I meant to say.
Okay.
So we have drawings everywhere in our journals. I mean, it's crazy. We got drawings. Because in order to get a coaching session with Holton, we had to show up with our calendar and our drawing. Here's one. Let me show that one real quick. You guys see that? So, and drawing a dual team is even harder because it keeps fragmenting.
Yeah, and do you see he's got the folks that he's working with highlighted?
Oh yeah, I lost that page. I forgot the code. You're right. The people I was working with are highlighted. Those are the ones in the boxes and squares. Yeah. All right. Next, what is your target? Now, Megan, this is what I was referring to. When you set your targets, folks, you want to use the SMART method. SMART, S-M-A-R-T, which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-driven. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-driven. Specific. Big group is not, we can't find that on the calculator. All right. So it's Sapphire, it's Ruby. We gave you a rank system so you can be specific. Okay. And those ranks are also measurable in terms of volume and numbers of people. Okay. Achievable and realistic. I want to put those two together because so many times we see people that say they want to go diamond and they're only an ambassador, you know, or maybe you achieved emerald in the past, but this month you qualified as a director. Well, you can't go diamond yet. You got to re-solidify emerald. Hell, if you were an emerald and you qualified director this month, you need to re-solidify sapphire, ruby, and emerald. Okay. So just, you know, before it's like you want to put an addition on the house, but the part of the house you want to put an addition on has a bad foundation. If you put that addition on that bad foundation, it's gonna fall apart. So you need to fix the foundation first. Does that make sense? So you want to plan your targets this way. Leaders. I'm talking to my diamonds right now. When your people come to you and they say they want to go diamond, and you look at and they've only qualified as an ambassador or a director this month, you need to learn to gently redirect them. The words go like this. Hey, that's an awesome goal, and we are going to work on diamond. But looking at your business, here's what we need to do right now. Okay, we need to learn to talk to people that way so that we don't allow them to set themselves up for disappointment. Because if you say, yeah, okay, great, let's go diamond, you know they can't go diamond. But if you allow that to be the goal, then they're going to have heartbreak and they're going to quit. So don't do that to them, right? I know you want them to go diamond, but if they can't go diamond, they can't go diamond yet. Right? Sometimes a good goal is sapphire and a half. Because sapphire is 15,000 points and ruby's 40,000 points, and that's a big gap. So sometimes a good goal is to get from a solid 15,000 to a solid 25,000. Did that help anybody just now? You know, ruby to emerald, ruby's 40,000, emerald's 80,000. Sometimes a good goal is ruby and a half. Okay, we got ruby done, great. Now our next goal is, and we're going to go from 40,000 to 60,000. And then we're going to go from 60,000 to 80,000, for 60,000 to 70,000. And that way, when they get there, it's solid. It's solid. Okay. Mark, I'll let you take the remaining 4.
Okay, where did you end?
I ended at target. So you got to take.
All right. Okay. So take inventory. Yeah, make a huge list. If you know, here's a thought. So how many people do you have in your phone? I have over 1,000 people in my phone. Okay. So make a huge list. Plan your daily, weekly, and activity goals. Yeah. So you need to plan these out, and it needs to be meticulous. You need to plan out when you're going to be doing events, when you're going to be doing one-on-ones, when you're going to be doing events, and definitely have a target for business volume at those events. Okay. And then again, you know, prepare your family and friends. T. Gray went over this. He definitely covered it well. And then just make it happen, folks. Get started. And, you know, today, right after you get off of this call, do all of these bullet points, make it happen. So, and then call your upline and say, hey, I'm done. I'm done with my bullet points. What do I do next? I need your help.
That's good. You know why? Because your upline needs to know who's blitzing.
Yes.
Who's blitzing? If you are, so Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, and above, those are our leadership ranks. Okay. So leaders, Sapphires and above, you need to know who is blitzing. All right. Sapphires, you need to know in detail. Rubies, you need to know which sapphires are blitzing and some individual people. When you get to Emerald and Diamond, you start to need to know just which leaders are blitzing, which leaders groups are blitzing, right? So just kind of using PDDG as an example, he doesn't need to know everybody in Desi's group who's blitzing. He just needs to know Desi and which other diamonds in Desi's group are blitzing, because there's a lot of diamonds in there. You see what I'm saying? But then he's going to have some new people that he's working with, new groups that he's developing, that there he's going to be like dealing with the individuals, right? He's also got Diamond Tierre. So he's just going to know, okay, Tierre and Jake, right? That group of diamonds is blitzing. Okay. But then when you get down deep, you know, Tierre, you're going to want to know, okay, underneath you, you got one leg, you got, you know, Jake is blitzing, and then you got other legs where you need to know the individuals, right? You need to kind of act like a Sapphire in those legs, because those legs need to be built out and developed. Okay. So everybody, you should know you got your own blitz plan, and you need to know who else is blitzing. You have your accountability calls. You know, what is your system for encouraging? What is your system for, 90 days is not a long time, but it is a long time. So what are you going to do to make sure that you keep the energy up and energized so that you get your 90-day result? Okay. So like Mark said, now it's time to go ahead and do it. We have some tools for you.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to go.
Mark's going to walk you through real quick, and we're going to make them available on iBoom Hub. You know, you just need a way of keeping track. You can keep track in your flight plan calendar, but you can also keep track with these checklists. So we had developed in the past a 90-day Blitz checklist.
All right.
Okay.
So here's what you're going to want to start with. Host a dream building session and find out what the why is. And you know, you can do this yourself and then send it to your coach. Subscribe to the SMS, WhatsApp, and Telegram channels. And then you need to do a dream board as well. All right. So why attitude is everything. And you need to definitely have a positive mental attitude. So choose some books, audio, and video that supports your efforts in this journey. There's a recommended reading list and a recommended audio list and a recommended video list. So on these, I would say that, you know, definitely Think and Grow Rich would be up here, and an audio would be Cash Cow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, and that Cash Cow, that's what we based everything on. I would listen to that Cash Cow over and over and over and over again when I was in my car, driving from town to town to town, knocking out my 90-day blitz. All right. So, and then who's your power team? So you've got to have, you know, you can have up to 10 people, but yeah, these are people that are going to hold you accountable. All right. So 1, you're brand new and launching. 2, I've been in the business and I want to reclaim my rank. 3, I want to achieve a new rank. So what are the resources that you have, the time you can invest daily? Know your organization and label them. There's what is it called?
Huh?
Yeah, it's no timers, some timers, part timers, and full timers. Yeah, it's a legend. Okay, so how many events are you willing to attend over the next 90 days, physical and virtual? Be on Flight School weekly. Come on. All right, attend all local and regional events, attend all major events, and be in opportunity calls. How much money are you willing to invest in your business in the next 90 days? You got to have a budget for tools to grow your business, a budget for events, and a travel budget. Okay. Let's see here. People resources. Create a new prospect list. That's what we talked about. It's got to be, and again, use your phone. Look in your phone and find out, I've got over 1,000 contacts in my phone. And then get access to the lists. And this is when you draw out your group. Here's what you do. So, yeah. All right. So how many prospects in each organization? Yeah, you can do this on your group too. When you draw it out, you can say that these folks are no-timers, part-timers, and full-timers. So how many prospects in each organization? And then where do you want to go? What rank do you want to achieve? And then when do you want to, so everybody should be a star achiever on this call. So when do you want to be a star achiever? CEO circle, CEO corner, personally enrolled. And this is It Takes Two. So the two folks that you want to enroll, this is when you want to do it by. Where am I now? How many personals, how many actives, and how many customers? Okay. Goals. This is what you want to write down. And then what date and by when do you want to hit this goal? And then you've got target dates. So the 90-day game plan activity and volume tracking form, how many I decide. So this is when, so I'm going to go over to the 90-day tracking form here in just a minute. But here's where you track all of your exposures. Also, you want to track all of your group volume, okay? So these are the folks that you're going to be running with on this 90-day blitz. Now, how many events are you going to hold each week? I recommend a minimum of 4. 500 QV per sign up. How much QV comes from my actions? 1,000. Identify runners. They'll contribute to your group volume, and then group activity, who's running with you. And then weekly accountability. How many prospects will see the business every week, every Sunday night via WhatsApp or other communication tool? Your team will need to submit their numbers. Okay. And that's it. So let's go over to the tracking sheet. All right. Here we go. Shoot. Okay. All right, here we go. How many I decides? Let's say I'm going to do 5 this week. It puts it out there. So this is going to be the month of May, and you're going to send 5 I decides on the 1st. Okay. All right. How many 3-foot rules are you going to do? 2. How many customers are you going to get?
3-foot rule is meeting new people, meeting strangers.
Yeah.
All right.
10.
So, Luana, that's what we were talking about yesterday. Make a friend, get a phone number. That's a training that's coming soon.
Okay. And then here is your volume tracking. So all of the ambassadors that you're going to be running with, well, let's say I'm going to put T Gray down here. T Gray. All right. How much volume is he putting coming? How much volume is he planning on bringing in? 1,000. Okay. That's it, folks. So we've got the tools, we've got the information, you've got this sheet that you can fill out, this checklist, the 90-day blitz checklist, right? And it's all on iboomhub.com.
There you go. There you go. So we're giving you the whole package. You have no reason to fail. All you have to do is decide, plan, design, and then go execute your design.
Look what Letitia says. This is what we all needed. Thank you so much.
Yep, absolutely. And I know you could take a, let's go full screen. I know we said we were not going to record this. And we said that because we really wanted to make sure that we had as many people attend this in person. Okay. And not just say, oh, I'll watch the recording. because for those of you who are here live, I know you will agree that being here live today with us as we did this is better than the recording, right? Right, Diamond Sabi? Absolutely, right? Definitely better, right? The recording, though, is important because you guys need to be able to go back and reference it. So we have recorded it, and we will get this sliced up, doctored up, whatever it is we need to do, and put up on iBoom Hub ASAP. You should have it there. Well, it's recording to my computer, so it needs to get uploaded. You should have it there maybe by tomorrow.
Yep.
Maybe by tomorrow, it'll be up, and we'll let you know if it's up.
So here's all the here's the slides, the checklist, and the tracking.
Yes.
There it is. And the worksheet is broken down into a CSV, numbers, and Excel.
Okay. So it's all right there for you. And we'll get these recordings up so that when you go to that page, there'll be a page with our recording. How can you reach people on social media? That's another training. It's another training. There's a way to do it. There's another training. That's whole nother training.
Yeah.
Today we want just think of today as more of a Saturday format.
Yeah, folks, social media is good, but face-to-face is better.
Right. Well, we'll teach you when we do the social media training, we will teach you how to take people from Facebook to face-to-face or from Facebook to phone as fast as possible. Okay. That's your objective. You can do it, but that's what your goal is. You don't want to keep it on social media. You want to get them onto the phone or on face-to-face as quick as possible. We'll come back to that. Today's training, we went a little long. Today was more of a Saturday training format. Okay. Flight school is not going to always be this long, but this is crucial. This is like what we taught you today is everything.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Okay. We used to go 5 hours.
Right.
Yeah. And in person.
Yeah. We used to do big money.
Yeah.
And that's always big money. Holton would come, when Holton would come out and do the presentation on a Thursday night, we used to look forward to the meeting after the meeting. So imagine the presentation starts at 7. We're over now by 9. We got the new people sign up, whatever, everybody's done. So it's by 10 o'clock by the time we clear the room, right? Now we go to a restaurant or diner.
Yes.
Right. And we sit there and then Holton starts
24-hour diner.
24-hour diner, right? Eventually Holton breaks out into a training. So we all bring our journals into the restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
I remember 4 a.m., bro.
Yeah. Yep.
Bobbleheading it. All right. But that's why we made so much money. So in any event, guys, I hope you guys got something out of this. Who's starting a 90-day blitz on May 1st? Who's made that decision? Who's made that decision?
Yeah, and I can't stress this enough. Get with somebody. Get with somebody that is going to be your accountability partner. I don't know. I don't care if it's upline, crossline. No, not crossline. Upline, downline, or sideline. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to wrap this training here. Mark and I are going to take a quick picture. You guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right. And we're going to let you guys go so you can plan out your 90-day blitz and have the rest of your Saturday. We love you guys. We think you're absolutely amazing. You are the best. And that is why we wanted to take the time to do this with you today.
Get it, guys. Love you, ambassadors.